cable. I'm on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and globally, Vince vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Hit that one in your system where you glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might flash a little. You're addicted to the content. Gotta binge watch. If you don't like it, then you want to invite it. Bet your friends watching in the house ain't your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss the second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying it. We gon' probably turn you back and say sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on in, come on in. This is Friday Night Live. Yes, it is Friday Night Live. Another Friday night that I get to entertain you guys, or at least attempt to keep you entertained. And you guys keep me entertained as well. Hey, what's up, Slide? What's up? How you doing? Hey, you know what? You ain't jumped on the link in a long time, Slide. You ain't jumped on the StreamYard in a long time. Hint, hint. Oh, child. But what's up? What's going on? I am so excited that it is the weekend, because not only is it the weekend, but it's Mother's Day weekend. Mother's Day weekend. The entire reason why each and every one of you are here. Well, okay, half of the reason why. You know what I'm saying. Y'all wouldn't be here without us. God dog damn it. Hey Sheila, what's up? Hi Sheila, how you doing? Sheila, eat a quiet storm. How are you? You know what, you guys? I am excited about Mother's Day. This Mother's Day is going to be a little more I don't know, a little more heartfelt. Because y'all know I lost my mother, some years ago, in 2015. It's been 7 years. And, her, not only is her Mother's Day is in May, but her birthday is in May. The day she passes in May. All three of those events, Mother's Day, birthday, and the day she passes, all in May. So I really try to do it up, in May, in honor of my mother. But, I have my grandbaby who is about to turn 1. And we almost thought that he was going to be born on her birthday, but he was born like a few days after her birthday. But still, yet, he's about to be 1. And I don't know, it just means a little bit more for Mother's Day when you have grandkids, even though you're not the mama, you ain't the mama, you ain't the mama, you the grandmama. But to see that excitement in your grandkids' parents' eyes, Mother's Day comes around and they young parents and everything. So, we're gonna try to do it big and everything, in honor of my mother. But thank you, Sheila. And thank you. I mean, there's so many people who lost their mothers, who mothers aren't with them, or mothers might be out of town somewhere, and they hours away and they can't celebrate together. But whether your mother is here or whether she's not here, I hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day weekend, because I cannot wait. And I hope y'all weather holds up, because I think here it might rain a little bit on Sunday. I'm hoping it won't rain on Sunday at all. But if it does, it does, whatever. I want to grill and everything like that. But if it rains just a little bit, I can still grill. But it's been like a lot of storms rolling through the Midwest, over the past week or so. So I don't know what Sunday is going to give as far as weather, but if I can't grill outside, I sure will throw them things up in the oven for real. But yeah, I think I got a couple of slabs of ribs. I was trying to think, should I do the ribs? Should I do the feather bones? Should I do them both? See, some of y'all don't know about barbecue feather bones, but us Midwest folks, whew, barbecue feather bones. Oh my God. Ooh, And they good whether you barbecue them on the grill. You can get that little crispy crisp on them, on the grill. But even just barbecued in the oven, barbecue feather bones, seasoned just perfectly, fall off the bone. Oh God. Ooh, see, I can't wait now. I can't wait. But anyway, anyway, how's everybody doing? You said that's right, child. What y'all got planned? Like, I know y'all got plans for Mother's Day. Well, at least I hope y'all got something going on. Fun or exciting. Whether it's going out to eat, your kids take you out this weekend, or your kids cooking for you, or hopefully some of y'all wake up to breakfast in bed. I'm trying to see if I can wake up and breakfast in bed. My son, he does a little something, something in the kitchen when it comes to breakfast. Not dinner, but when it comes to breakfast, my son, he can do a little something, something, on the sausage, bacon, eggs, toast, pancakes, things like that. I trust him on breakfast, but that's about it. Dinner, that's all me. That's all me. Hey, what's up, Vibrant? How you doing, boo? I dropped the link, so if anybody wants to jump on the link, it is Friday Night Live, but you know how we do. Every Friday, we just discuss any and everything, whatever people want to discuss. YouTube news, celebrity news, world news, gossip. Talk about our own shit that's going on. Whatever we want to discuss. That's how we get down on Friday Night Live. You said VL. Oh, she talking to you. Hey, yes. Yes, please greet each other in the chat. And make sure, if you can, share the live out, especially if you got a community wall on Facebook. I mean, did I just say Facebook? Especially if you got a community wall on YouTube, please share the live out. But it's been a lot going on over the last few days, you guys. And a lot of the things that's been going on that I've been seeing. Now, again, y'all can tell me what y'all been seeing lately, but besides the stuff that's been going on YouTube, it seems like the only topic on YouTube in the B sector right now is Dovey Gate. Should we call it Dovey Gate, or should we call it Airbnb Gate? I think I pinned it last week, like maybe 3, 4, 5 days ago, something like that. I think I pinned it Airbnb Gate, because of the fact that it has to deal everything that's going on has to deal with Dovey and this Airbnb and her trying to get this thing, together, get together for her subscribers, her supporters for I think she said Labor Day. Was it Labor Day weekend? So in September, and so it's been a lot of people doing a lot of commentary on that. It's been a lot of people doing, yes, Kevin Samuel death. Now, okay, so the biggest things that I've been seeing lately. Now, this is just me. Y'all can let me know what's the biggest things y'all been seeing lately. And if y'all want to jump on the link, just click the StreamYard link and you can jump on up here and discuss it with me. But let's see. Besides Dovey Gate in the YouTube B sector, Kevin Samuels, his death, allegedly from a drug overdose. Uh what else? Oh, the escapee. What's his name? Casey White and that sheriff. Uh uh what is okay. The man who escaped from prison, they say with the help of one of the security guards, or one of the not security guard, what do they call them? Is that what they call security guards, COs? Mm. Correctional officer, right? I think that's what they call a correctional officer. So I've been seeing a lot about that. But Casey White, he escaped from an Alabama prison. He committed murder, and allegedly a lady who worked there helped him to escape. And again, that's from Alabama. It's the Lauderdale County Detention Center. And they said the assistant director of corrections, Vicky White, allegedly helped him escape. And he's a convicted felon. and she helped him escape. Drove off. They said she sold her house and all kind of other things before she left. Her bank account and uh, I'm just like, I don't know. And then there was a lady, I guess, from 2016 who had also helped inmate escape, and she said she understands, she empathizes with this current assistant director of correction. She says she empathizes with her. And I'm like, empathize. Now, back in the day, I remember when I was younger, and I remember a lot of people dating these convicts, these murderers. They had like these websites where they could go on there and they could chit chat and talk, and they could write letters and become like a pen pal and all that kind of shit. And it would be people, it would be like the most heinous people who committed the worst crimes out there getting all the girlfriends. I Child, I don't know. I barely want to be with somebody who's running red lights, let alone murder people. I mean, I don't know what's up with that, but we'll talk about that a little bit. But about this Kevin Samuel. Now, somebody invited me on their link last night on their StreamYard, and that's our girl Sislo. She was doing a show last night, and she sent me the StreamYard link, and we was discussing that. And I just I didn't really follow him. It's like Tommy Sotomayor. I hear a lot about what he talks about, his beliefs, his outlook on black women, and compared to white women, and all that kind of stuff. And it's like I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to watch his videos. I don't want to hear his rhetoric. I don't want to hear any of his lame beliefs. So it's like it was the same with Kevin Samuels. So I didn't really have a lot to say when I was invited on the show last night because I really don't know a lot about the man besides what I hear, every now and then. But it's like I had no interest in him. So when it comes to him passing, all I could say is my condolences to his family, friends, and if he had kids. That's about all I can say. Now I know a lot of people is dragging him for filth. A lot of people is rejoicing in the fact that he's dead. I could never rejoice in the fact that that man is dead. Now, granted, he might have some beliefs that I probably didn't believe. A lot of people didn't believe, but I cannot take joy or get gratification, I should say, with his death. But there are some people out there, and they claim that like most of the people who out there who are upset about his death, they talk about, oh, it's all the black women that he was talking about and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I don't think I'm that black woman that he was talking about because you are who you answer to. You are who you answer to. So when Kevin or Tommy or anybody else out there in the manosphere world want to discuss us black women as a people, or as hey, go, this little dog, that little tap 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 tap, he just tapping all over the floor next to me, distracting me. Hold on, just tap 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 tap, he just running up and down the hall. But yeah, I take no satisfaction in the fact that he's passed on. I don't wish death. Well, I won't say I don't wish death on anyone, because if somebody ever does something to you really bad, hurt you, assault you, your children, your family, things like that. Yeah, I'll be like, he need to be 6 feet under. They need to get him the needle. He needs the electric chair. He needs to be, what I'm saying, or something else. But in this situation, it's like, okay, he's dead. He's passed on. Everybody got to go sometime. Now, the way he died, again, I didn't know him that well. So to hear that it was drugs, hmm. And I really didn't even dive too deep into it. So that's what I heard, that it has something to do with drugs. He had a drug overdose. Um, they said that he was with a lady. They said the lady was a nurse, that she had called down to the front desk and asked for them to bring a defibrillator because she was a nurse. They said she tried to help him, but when she tried to help him, it was said that that he fell on top of her or something like that. And I guess that's when he like died or something like that. But at first, when it first happened, there were people who were saying, "Oh, he's scamming. He's doing a Mona Simone. He's just trying to get empathy, clicks, and views." And I'm like, okay, this man got 100 and how many? No, he got a million, like a million point five, 1.5 million subscribers. I don't think he has to fake his death for click and views because he gets a lot of click and views. There are a lot of people who liked him, who watched him on a regular basis, who supported his theories, his beliefs, and then there's a lot of people who didn't like him. And you know how that plays out. That's just like with Tasha K or a lot of these other big time YouTubers. A lot of their clicks and views come from people who don't like them, who just can't turn away, or they just always gotta, see what F shit they on, day to day. But um, yeah, they say he died from overdose. Yeah, y'all can let me know if y'all want, what he, or if y'all know what drug it was. Again, I didn't do too much research into that, so I don't know if he died from uh crack, cocaine, heroin, meth, uh oxy, I don't know, weed. I don't know what he passed from, but that's just what's going around, that he, passed away from drugs. Now, my thing was though, the lady, see, I had heard that the lady who was with him, I heard that she didn't stick around. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I did hear that somebody said the lady didn't stick around. But then I read where she had called the front desk and asked for a defibrillator. So again, I don't know. I don't know. You said Sheila E said I am keeping his family in my prayer. Yes, that's I mean, it's like now I know Jay Wilson is very controversial in the B sector. I know he got a lot of fans. He got a lot of people who don't like him. But one thing that holds true with him all the time is he's like, I'm a character on here. I'm a character. And I truly believe that a lot of people on here, even the ones that might be most hated, they are still just a character. They clock in, they jump on YouTube, they do whatever, sometimes make a fool out of themselves, make an ass out of themselves, make people hate them, and then they clock out of YouTube. And they'll come back the next day or 8 hours later, or depending on how often they on YouTube, but I truly believe that a lot of people on here is just actors. They just doing it for a dollar. You know, and I'm not saying that he probably didn't really think those things about black women and all that negativity. I'm not saying that he probably really didn't think it, but when you are on YouTube and you're trying to keep a crowd and you're trying to keep somebody entertained and you're trying to be controversial all the time, you want people to click your video, share your video, comment on your video. Sometimes people will go over and beyond to make sure they draw an attention. So I don't know if in his real life he really felt like that, and I probably wouldn't know unless somebody in his real life did an interview with somebody or um got on social media and just gave us some tea or some intel about this man Kevin Samuels. But regardless, even if he felt that way, if he really did about black women's, I don't answer to what I am not. And that's another reason why I really didn't watch him like that. I mean, the only time I really watched Kevin Samuels was, I mean, like there was some incident maybe a couple of months ago where he was just trending, and people were talking about him, like really talking about him. People were dragging him, and I had clicked on the video to see what they was talking about, and I watched a few seconds of it, and then I clicked it off. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this shit. Just like Tommy Sotomayor, I don't want to hear that shit. So if Tommy was to drop dead today, I couldn't really tell you much about his ass either. About what I heard, I mean, I probably tell you a little bit, but other than that, I don't listen to those type of people. People is always condemning black women or comparing us to this or telling us we not this or telling us we need to do better at this and telling us we do, like just because you got 1.5 million subscribers don't mean that you know everything that a black woman should or should not be doing or how we should or should not be acting. So that's why I don't give them my click and view. So a lot of people hit me up. What do you think about Kevin? What do you think about his death? What do you think about? I don't think nothing about his death. My condolences to his family and friends. Rest in peace. Shit, that's all the fuck I gotta say about the man. Hey, Montoria, what's up? How you doing, love? I'm just up here just discussing a little Kevin Samuel a little bit. You know, like I said, I ain't got too much to say about the man because I really didn't follow him like that. So. Oh, Sheila said, I have a grandson. Oh, she said she has her grandson. Everyone have a blessed night. Yes, you too. Have a blessed night, Sheila. She's probably already gone. I just now saw her comment. But yes, have a blessed night. And I hope you enjoy your grandbaby this evening and have lots of fun. And I get my grandbaby tomorrow, but not as long as I should because I have to work a couple of hours tomorrow. So I don't get him as long as I normally do on the weekend. But I'll still have him for some time. But and then have a happy Mother's Day, Sheila. Again, she's probably already out of here. But yes, I hope everybody has a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. I hope you get a chance to spend time with your loved ones, especially with your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's all I really gotta say about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels. Uh, but yeah, I guess I'm sure there's gonna be an autopsy, and I'm sure they're gonna, try to find out what all he was on, what all he was taking. He might have one of the mama nails who didn't even know he was doing drugs. You know, the mama nails who be like, "That ain't my baby. My baby don't do no drugs. My baby don't even drink. My baby don't." Only wine he drink is the wine on the first of the month, the first Sunday. You know, the wine and crackers that they do at church for communion. You know how some of them mama nails they don't want to admit that their children on drugs or anything, or they act like they don't know. They act like they don't know. Anywho, now what else was in the news? Oh yeah, okay, all right. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find. Let's see, where is it that I wanted to pull up? Trying to find this video. This video. Okay. Is this it? Is this it? Okay, here we go. All right, here's the video that I want to play for you guys in regards to the man that escaped from prison with the help of one of the employees there. But anyway, let me go over here, share this video. Why click share file? Okay, share screen. That's what I meant to do. Escaped inmate Casey White. Okay. Let me pull it on the screen for you guys. Excuse me. And we gotta make sure we put our little disclaimer up here. And then I'm gonna hit mute. And then we're gonna discuss this. Trending news. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me hit mute.
I was doing my usual. Me and my boyfriend at the time, we were watching TV. It was a horror film. And uh, Carrie had just come back there, like just to hang out for just a minute or two, with us. And at that point in time, we didn't smoke in the house because out of respect of our father, because he had, quit smoking before he passed. And she was like, hey, I'm gonna step outside and smoke a cigarette. I'll be back. She's like, don't pause the movie or nothing. Keep watching it. And we're like, okay, cool. So she went out to go smoke her cigarette. Next thing you know, she's running in the door, pushing the door in, saying, Casey's here with a gun. Casey's here with a gun. She tries to shoot, or not shoot, but shut the door. And whenever she tries to shut the door, he's literally like right there. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen a picture of this kid or guy. He's a giant. And like, I have never seen this guy a day before in my life. I've heard his name. I knew who he was, but I had never, you know, met or anything. And like, I'm sitting there looking at this dude. He's got two guns and he's pointing at me and my boyfriend and he's saying, get down, get down, get down. And we all remember things differently. The way I remember it is I just immediately started praying, like I may be gay, but I'm still, I love God. That's just who I am. And anyway, so I had immediately started praying, and my dog Missy Britches, which I could get you a picture of that.
Thanks.
Um, she is the true heroine of the story. Like, she saved our lives. If it wouldn't have been for her, I am 99.999% sure we would have died that night. Actually, no, I'm 100% sure we would have probably died that night.
Well, that was a man who was describing a incident that happened with the escaped convict, Casey White. Now again, let me pull up. Let's see if I can find some updated information. Okay, what they're saying now is that Vicky White. Hold up, they got the same last name. Hold up. Why didn't I catch that before? I did not catch that. The lady who worked at the correctional center and the escapee has the same last name. Are they related? Is that what it is? I I don't know. But anyway, okay, so what they're saying is Vicky White and Casey White tried to disguise the getaway car with spray paint. This is from what I'm reading from a few hours ago. They said authorities announced Friday that Vicky White and Casey White attempted to spray paint their getaway car, which police discovered in Tennessee only 2 hours from the jail the pair escaped from. Murder suspect Casey White and the correctional officer Vicky White were last seen leaving the Lauderdale County Jail in Alabama together last week, and a manhunt with the help of the U.S. Marshal Services is underway. Now, they're also saying that I just, you know how long this lady worked there? They said she worked there like, I don't know, 20 years, 17 years, something like that. And you done gave up your whole career over some inmate who that got convicted and sentenced and to prison for murder. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand I know all the men out here ain't all that. I know they ain't all that, and I know it's not maybe a lot to choose from, but a whole convicted murder. But anyway, they said on Friday today, authorities shared photos of the orange car that shows several large spray painted blotches of its exterior. The car was found in Bethesda, Tennessee, about 2 hours from the jail where they were last seen. So that is a little update on that. They did say that she used the alias to purchase the car. So they know that she has alias and everything. Basically she took all the money out of her account. She took out $90,000 from several local banks in the county. She sold her house for $95,000, which was way below market value. And this was just a few days or some days before she assisted Casey White, with escaping from jail. Now, they do have an award for both of them. The award for Casey White, the inmate, is $10,000, and the award for Vicky White, the correctional officer, is $5,000. Y'all better get that money, y'all. Get that money, y'all. If y'all see them out there. Matter of fact, let me see. Where's that car? Let's see. It's a car still. They done spray painted. Hold up, y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick. Hold up, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Is this it? Yep. Okay. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger. Get that off of there. Okay, is that big enough? Okay, they in the Edge. What's the Edge? Is that a Ford? Is the Edge a Ford? A Ford Edge? Let me see if they say it down here. I don't know what an Edge is. Maybe it's a Ford. Maybe it's a Dodge. I don't know what it is. But anyway, you see the spray paint right here. They done spray painted the car, y'all. The car looked like it was, I don't know what color that is. Is it orange? I don't know what color that car is. Orange, red, rust color looking. I don't know, but they tried to spray paint the car, the getaway car. Now the lady that took $90,000 out of her account, she done sold her house way under retail value or whatever, or under market value, just to go be with this man. And they claim that they never had like a sexual relationship. They just had like a what do you call it? Like is it intimate relationship, or like they claim they never had sex? That's what people are saying. But I'm like, you doing all this and you ain't even had none? Child. I ain't giving $100 to a nigga and I ain't even had the D. Like you ain't touched it, you ain't felt it, you ain't synced it. You don't even know if it worked. And you took $90,000 out your account and sold your house all in the name of what's that TV show called? Hold on, let me look it up. What's that TV show called with the people in jail? Jail. Let's see, jail. What is the name of that show? Love After Lockup. Is that what it is? All in the name of Love After Lockup, or should I say Love After Escape? Because he actually isn't like out legally, so I'm not even gonna call that Love After Lockup. Love After Escape, Love After Going on the Run. And then they said that there were some people who were assisting them as well, who not just the correction officer, not just her. She ain't the only one. Yes, will be Love After Life. I used to watch that show. I ain't watched it in a long time. I don't even know if the show still comes on, but it was called Love After Lockup, and I used to watch that shit. And I'm telling you, I used to get my life. I used to get my life because I'm like this. Some of the things that people did to and for people who were locked up, especially people serving big major time. Like they ain't never getting out. Jesus been a came and went back to heaven, and they still be locked up. Okay, that's how much time they got. And there's people out there just doing the most on that TV show, moving across states and selling their house and quitting their jobs and leaving their kids behind and just all kind of bullshit over some fool up in prison. That's most of the time it was somebody there who uh wasn't getting out, was never coming home, never coming home. But it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I remember one time I dated somebody. And if they watching, they know I'm telling the truth. But I dated somebody, right? And we wasn't together that long. We wasn't that together that long at all. When I say we wasn't together that long at all, I mean we wasn't. It might have been some weeks that we was together, and somebody had introduced me to him because they was dating one of his homies or some shit, and he was not in jail. By the way, he was not in jail. But a few weeks after we started dating, he went to jail, and I can't even remember why he went to jail. I don't know if he had a warrant. And I'm not gonna lie on his name because I don't know why he went to jail. I can't remember. It's just been that long ago. And he had told he had got in contact with my peeps, and he was like, "Tell her to come visit me. Tell her to come see me." Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm like, I ain't never been to jail to see nobody. Sure, how do I even get in the jail? Where is the jail? Because I ain't never went to jail. I've been to the courthouse many a times when I was younger. Yeah, I went to the courthouse many a times. I wasn't always this saint that I am today. But I never been to the jail. But I did know where it was, 17th Street, where everybody know where the jail was. But I didn't know if I had to call, if I had to get on a visit. I didn't know what to do to go to the jail. So once I found out what I needed to do to get to the jail and all that kind of shit, I did that. I filled out the visitor's card and all this. I'm like, why the hell? We only was dating for 2 weeks. I'm thinking, oh, you done went to jail. Oh, it's a wrap. I'm about to start dating somebody else. But anyway, so I went down there, and he was asking me to put money on his books and all this kind of shit, and asking me to call people on 3-ways when I get back home and all this kind of shit. And I'm like, damn, we only been together for a couple of weeks. And it wasn't even like we were dating. It wasn't like we were like exclusive. Like I was his boyfriend, girlfriend. Y'all know how it goes. You meet somebody, y'all hanging out, but then that's about it. Anyway, I was like, whatever. So one time, somebody came to me and said, "Hey, oh boy wants you to bring something into the jail." And I ain't even gonna tell y'all what it was. But just use your imagination. I was like, this nigga got me all the way fucked up. Mind you, we only was messing around for a couple of weeks. You want me to put money on your books? You want me to visit you? You want me to answer your phone calls? You want me to write you some hood letters? You want me to do all this shit? You want me to put people on 3-way? You want me to sneak some shit into the jail? Like all this shit, and I only known you a couple of weeks. No, it wasn't no pipe. It wasn't no pipe. There was something to put in the pipe. And I'm like, are you serious? But anyway, I think somebody else ended up doing it. I don't know. I think somebody else ended up doing it. Some other dude's girlfriend ended up doing it. Cause I ain't doing that shit. I've been very close to jail. I done done a lot of community service, probation. I mean, there's all kind of other shit, but I ain't never been on the other side of them bars, and I ain't trying to ever be. So I was like, hell no, nigga, I ain't even known you that long. I'm like, shh. And then I think we had sex maybe once or twice, and I don't even think it was that good. If I remember correctly. But anyway, this nigga, and then, okay, So I didn't want to do none of that shit, right? So we still talking. He write me letters. Oh, when I get out, I'm gonna change my life and we gonna get married. And nigga, we only know each other a few weeks. I'm saying that shit in jail, that jail talk, boy. I don't know how people fall for the shit. Now, I guess if you've been together with somebody for a very long time, and then they go to jail, and you like, well, we got a whole relationship, we got kids and all that kind of shit. He tell me all this jail talk, and of course, I'm not that naive. I'm from the streets. I'm from the hood. I'm not naive. I might have made a lot of mistakes in my life growing up, but I'm not naive by far. So anyway, dude get out of jail. We ain't never seen each other after that. Ain't never seen each other after that. He was talking all that jail talk. Oh, when I get out, I'm gonna do this on, and I'm like, but we was only like kicking it for a couple of weeks, so I'm like, ain't even looking for the nigga. Just, but anyway, so these love after lockup shows, this chick who escaped helped this man escape out of prison, and she ain't never touched it, ain't smelt it, ain't tasted it, ain't had it, ain't seen it, and then you sold your house. You took out $90,000 out your bank account to help this man escape from prison. She deserves to be locked up. Y'all ain't even did it in the damn laundry room, in the broom room, in the child. I ain't running away with nobody, and I don't know how good it is. I need at least. Let me get off of that, y'all, because I'm up here. I am like flabbergasted about this whole lady who gave up her whole career. Like she was working there. I think they said 17 years. And she gave out her whole career over some 6'9" murderer. Some 6'9" murderer. Oh, I know a dude that I call 6'5". I know a dude that's 6'5". Oh shit. I was about to start having flashbacks. Anyway. What's up, Deanna? What's up, Deanna? Deanna said you couldn't even taste the meat and take it. Thank you. You take it. Hold on, let me highlight your comment. She didn't even taste, then test the meat, then taste the meat, then see the meat. The shit could be vegan. She wouldn't even know the shit could be vegan. It could not even work. And she done helped this fool escape from prison. And it's like, where the fuck y'all gonna go? Where in the entire fuck is you gonna go? It's not often that a inmate and a employee get away forever. You eventually gonna get caught. And when you get caught, you ain't gonna have no house. You ain't gonna have no $90,000. You ain't gonna have no job. You ain't gonna have that man. You said telephone, tell a nigga a lie. Man, you tell the truth. You said 5 I'm just saying. I'm like, when I watch those shows, like Love After Lockup, and I be looking at these, and not just women. It don't just be the women. I done seen some dumb ass men on that Love After Lockup show, and I be like, this bitch ain't thinking about you. She trying to get your pension. She trying to get your 401k. She trying to get your paycheck. She don't give a damn about you. She don't give a damn about you. But anyway, you said back to jail is where they go. Yeah. You said she better suck the skin off that meat. Ooh, that's gonna be the last piece of meat she gonna suck. She better do everything right on cowgirl. She better turn tricks, cartwheels, all kind of shit off that mug. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because you said vegan meat. I'm just saying shit. She ain't never tasted it, tried it, felt it, smelt it, touched it. It might be vegan meat. I'm just saying. Be like that old Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? Thank you for sharing the cash app. Yes, y'all. If y'all want to bless a sister, $ the hood table 402. Thank you very much. But yes, oh my gosh. Let me drop the link just in case anybody want to jump on. What else? Okay, so we talked about Kevin Samuel. We talked about Shelly. You need to get on here, Shelly. I'm gonna have come on, Shelly. Jump on the link, Shelly. I was watching you. I've been watching you for like the last. Well, I watch you all the time anyway. You know that. But I've been watching you like consistently for the last few days. And I'm sorry, but y'all be having me tickle. You and that brother Jay and that Vivian. Y'all be having me tickled. Like you've been spilling a lot of tea, Shells. You've been spilling a lot of tea. I'm trying to figure like I've been going back and forth between Dovey Gate, uh Aaron B Gate, Florida Gate, toilet tissue Gate, fried catfish Gate. I ain't settled on the gate yet. I ain't settled on the hashtag yet. But mostly I've been using Aaron B Gate. But all I'm gonna say when it comes to this catfish for this Airbnb weekend rendezvous is I feel I'm okay with the catfish fry, but I was with you when you said the next day, whether it's the old, already day old cooked fish or whether it's fresh fish that just came out the water. Like, why would you feed somebody the same exact food that they ate the night before the next morning for breakfast? And don't get me wrong,
Girl.
my grandma from the South, and plenty times we grew up with her making rice, fish, biscuits, eggs for breakfast. It was nothing strange for us having catfish for, but this is a $250 trip. This is a, if you stop by throughout the weekend, $125 trip. So, and
Right.
I'm thinking if the Airbnb costs like a couple of hundred per night, and you charging 14 people almost 300 for the weekend, and charging $125 for people who want to just stop through the house to kick it, who not staying overnight for the weekend, that's a lot of money. And they eating catfish on Friday, catfish on Saturday, and donuts and coffee for breakfast. I would think they would have a, like Jay Wilson said, that shit would be so catered. I would have different people there every day. Oh, I would have butlers walking around
No,
there.
you must have missed something. You didn't hear about the catering for from what's it called? Publix? Is that the
Oh
name of the
no.
store?
Only thing I heard about catering was, and I think you corrected that or re-verified that or something, cleared that up. All I heard was about um some Jamaica beef chicken coming from Jamaica and some Subway sandwiches. Am I mixing it
Yeah,
up?
she was saying she had told us when we was on the phone. I think the place is it called Publix? Because I don't want to say it wrong. Publix, right?
Yeah, that's a grocery store, Publix.
Right.
Uh-huh.
She said she was gonna have them cater the subs. And so
Oh,
she said she was gonna have, give them the subs and potato chips for dinner. And I'm just saying to me, that's a lunch. If you choose to do that at home, that's fine. But how are you going to give people breakfast, skip lunch, and then when it come down to dinner, you giving grown ass people a sub with some potato chips? It just don't sound right to me. It just don't.
uh,
But what do I know?
well, it, I mean, if it was just like a 1 day event and y'all doing catfish, fried catfish, y'all doing all this other shit, I can see. But a 3 day weekend, I mean, for the amount of money that you spending, you expect certain things. If I'm
Right.
spending $250 for a weekend trip, even if it is a nice Airbnb, I'm going to expect more than a fried catfish meal on Friday and fried catfish for breakfast on Saturday. I mean, I would just think that you would put much more into it. Even
Yeah, the
if it is
kicker
a
to
barbecue,
everything
hire
is
a barbecue company to come out and grill it up for you, or have somebody cater from a barbecue company, or have somebody. I mean, it's a lot of. I've been to Florida before. It's a lot of nice restaurants there. So I don't know. I would prefer to and I like to cook and bake and all that. And people who know me really well before the Rona hit, we had get-togethers, parties, all that shit all the time, like throughout the year. But that's at home. I'm cool with
right.
cooking at home, but on vacation where I'm supposed to be like the host and mingling and all that shit with people, I ain't trying to be cooking.
Child, she the cook, she the host, she the Uber driver. I
Mm-mm,
mean, she's the dancer, she's the everything, honey. She is
mm-mm.
everything.
Mm-mm. See, Deanna says she's been blessed to have a professional caterer at my fingertips. See, that's the thing. We have a lot of caterers here. Hell, I'm a caterer myself. I'm a personal custom cake decorator, so I do desserts and shit. But for my own, like, if it was something like that, a really big event, like I'm thinking of having a hood event maybe next year up here in the Midwest in Omaha, and it, child, our shit be lit. Okay, like lit, lit, lit. So I'm just thinking about doing that next year, like everybody else having get-togethers for their supporters and subscribers and shit like that. So I'm thinking about having a hood table event next year, next summer or something like that. But I ain't gonna be cooking, not for a
Yeah,
whole bunch
no.
of motherfuckers. I'm trying to be turned up with y'all drinking and everything else.
Right. And see, that was my whole thing when she was talking about spending the 500 to have the pool area decorated. In my mind, if I have a $500 budget to spend on the decorations, I'd rather take that 500 and get some outside food. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather
Yeah.
put it to better use
Hmm.
versus worrying up, because it don't matter how much you dress up something. You know what I mean? How well you make it look. It's more important things, and you have to put it in to what the priority is. But
Right.
again, I just think that at this point, she's got to be joking about a lot of the stuff that she's saying or trying to do, because there's no way in the world she could be serious. Now, Mr. YouTube Street, he just
Oh,
told
and I
me,
just saw that. I was gonna mention that this Nick. Well, I want to say nigga. He didn't even know that he was supposed to be providing or paying for breakfast for all 3 days.
yeah. And I promise you, I'm not making none of this up. I'm not making none
Well,
of it
Vivian
up.
co-signed it, so I believe you because Vivian co-signed it.
Yeah. And she said that he was paying for it, and then he agreed to do one day. But if I didn't agree to do it, I'm not gonna do one day just because somebody put me into something. I
I'm
just
not.
simply don't know what the hell she's talking. That's what I would say, because I'm not gonna come out of my pocket because somebody said my name.
But hold up, Shells. Now you said this man supposedly supposed to do 3 days of breakfast. You said somebody else is supposed to do some
The
Jamaican
man's
jerk
supposed to be
chicken.
coming from Jamaica with the chicken and everything. I don't know if he bringing the grill and everything else too, or what. Has she
So
ever met this man? No.
hold up. Let me get out my Medea calculator. Um, 14 people times 250. That's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
money.
Yep.
That's a
You
lot of
gotta know how
money.
to do the
14
math.
times 250. That's $3,500. Now you're charging 125. Let's say 10 people show up. That's 125. 125 times 10, that's another 1250. That's like $5,000 right there. And the Airbnb is only like 1,000 or so for the weekend.
Yeah, a
So that's
thousand
like
fifty
four
dollars.
thousand dollars more. But you're only providing catfish on Friday, catfish on Saturday, some Subway sandwiches, and some chips, and some coffee, and some donuts. What are the people who's coming by with the $125? What are they paying for?
They're supposed to be able to have breakfast and also whatever the dinner is. But when I asked her, what are you cooking? Like for so and so day, I'm just throwing it out there like Monday, what's gonna be the meal? And then it's like when you push her or press her, it's, oh, well, I was gonna go to Publix and get some subs and get them some chips to go along with it. But I don't have to worry about Saturday's food because I had some people coming down from Jamaica. I got a bunch of people coming from Jamaica and they're gonna do the jerk chicken. I'm like,
Well, see,
what?
that's what I'm saying. If you got somebody catering chicken, you got somebody supposed to be doing breakfast all 3 days. All this money that you're collecting, what is it going towards?
Hmm.
Besides the catfish and the donuts and the coffee and the Subway sandwiches.
Well, the donuts was for the first place
Oh,
when they were supposed to be in the hotel.
oh,
And that's when she said she was going to give every room would have their own box of donuts as though that was something special. And I'm like, okay, so you're going to give them a diabetic coma for breakfast. So then when we were talking about the continental breakfast or whatever, I was giving her ideas like try to give them something that can hold them, especially if you're going to be skipping lunch or whatever.
mm-hmm,
But also give them a variety, you know. But
mm-hmm.
she just, I don't know, she's just all over the place. And I really don't care how she wants to do it, but keep my name up out of it with those lies. Because every time she lies on me, I come through and tell some more truth.
Mm.
That's what's been going on. She wouldn't even have been in this situation if she'd have just kept it moving. But no, she wants to keep on coming live and lying.
And like I said, the fish fry. I mean, I would be cool with a fish fry on one of the days. I would be cool with eating fish on one of the days because she made a point there where a lot of Southern people down south they have fish fries. We do that here too. Everybody does a good old nasty fish fry.
Right.
That's cool, but it's like I don't know. For 3 days, you got to make it worth people's money. That's my thing. If I'm stopping by for $125 throughout the weekend, it's like what you have to really put. She needs more.
Structure.
We need child.
Order.
I mean, we need wine bottles. We should be popping like Diddy around there. Wine bottles. I mean, I know you said they ain't supposed to be drinking like hard liquor, right? They can't drink hard liquor.
This what she told us. I don't know about the no drinking thing. But
Now
also I feel like
black
you
people
have
gonna
to
drink. Child, we gonna drink anyway. We gonna sneak it
you
in our purse.
yeah, you have to give people options too because like my husband doesn't like seafood. He definitely doesn't eat fish at all. Some
Mm,
people have food allergies. Maybe
right.
everybody can't have fish. So even if you're going to have a fish fry, I think it should be like, okay, you have chicken and fish. So would you like
Yep.
fish or would you like chicken? You get what I'm saying? Just like
Hmm.
even if you go to a ghetto cookout, they may have only hamburgers, but you still might have. Do you want a hot dog or hamburger? Do you want a hamburger? Or do you want
Right.
a chicken? You get what I'm saying?
You gonna have
But
beef. You might have pork ribs. You might have beef sausage, hot dogs. You might have Italian. You might have.
right,
You do gotta have a combination. Yeah.
right. But she's too busy worried about what 2 rolls of toilet paper you gonna bring in.
You see what dishing with this says, hey, heavy bear, dishing with this. He said, it's been given struggle family reunion teas. Oh,
Oh,
child. You know what, Shells? I'm like a party person. Like I'm sure you met some of my local friends who do my shows with me. And we
right.
every now and then we talk about the parties we throw because we throw parties all the time here. We have like a group called Grown Folks No Host Barred. That's like the name of our little club or per se. But anyway, besides that, I like like 6 years ago, I threw a family reunion for 400 people. I live in Omaha, Nebraska. The reunion was in Memphis. I had to do everything from Omaha. I'm talking hotels. I'm talking vendors. I'm talking about balloon house, bouncy houses. I'm talking about parks. I'm talking about there's all kind of shit. Collecting money for 300-400 people, family members. I did that shit from Omaha, and it was successful. I mean, it was so successful. I couldn't believe we pulled the shit off. And I'd never been to Memphis in my life before then. I didn't know where nothing was. I didn't know no stores, no bars. I didn't know where nothing was. I just had a little help from people who stayed there, and we collaborated and we got the shit together. So I know I can be really good at planning something like that. But as soon as I saw like it going sideways, I try to get my little tips and comments in the chat, but I'm gonna keep my shit to myself because I don't want to like I don't want to be involved. And I we didn't even. Well, I guess maybe some of us saw this coming. How it kind of spun out of control with people trying to
Mm-hmm.
help her and everything. But I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I'm gonna keep my 2 cents to myself. I'm gonna keep my two
Yeah, it
cents
would
to
just be wasted energy. It would
I'm
be
like,
wasted
mm-mm,
energy.
mm-mm. But yeah, addition with Dez brought that family reunion up, and I just got to pat myself on the back for that one because that shit was lit. I mean, it was. We had a whole band there. We had all kind of shit, and I planned it from Omaha, thousands of miles away.
I've done
So
events out of the state. I've done events out of the country, and I
mhm,
can tell you that I have never in my life ever heard of anybody saying, we're going to have leftover fish. How do you should never anticipate having leftover of anything when you're
right,
planning something. It's better to have more than less. Yes, I agree with that. But also there's a problem. If you don't have a head count, you'll never know how much you need of anything. And so
right.
all the people who are saying that she wanted to keep this small and she wanted to keep it intimate, no, 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 no. She wanted to rent beach chairs to put out extra why would you want to be doing all that if you anticipated on keeping it small?
Yeah, that don't sound intimate. I mean, but I'm just looking at, and maybe she shouldn't have. I agree with, even though a lot of you guys don't get along, and some of the guys who've been giving tips, I don't even watch them either. But some people have been giving her good advice. One of the advices that's been really good is, why the fuck is you out here telling everything about the event before it even happens? Like, the
Listen,
only people who should know about the price and all that, what's going to be served and all that, is the people who put put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where you give me a deposit. I'm gonna send you an itinerary. I'm gonna ask
right,
you, what do you prefer? Like events like that, you ask them, do you like seafood? Do you like chicken? Do you like pork? Do you like beef? Do you like
right.
this? Do you like that? That's how you put events together. You just don't be like, oh, we having a fish fry. Like some people, like you said, some people don't eat fish. You gotta have like a buffet. You gotta have fruits and vegetables and cheeses and meats and all kind of shit. Like for this type of event at a really not, well, from what I heard, it's not really that nice of a Airbnb. But you know what I'm getting at.
Right.
Like, and then you got people popping up, people want to stop by, and that's cool to charge people. I think you should charge people who just want to stop by and kick
Well,
it and
I
hang
was
out.
the one who brought that up because I said, this is just me. If I'm paying to be in the house and I'm
Mm,
paying to, have room and board and I'm paying to eat, how is it fair for me to pay that? But then the people who are popping up eating the same food or who may go up there and get to pick their food before I get to pick how are they getting to come
mm,
and enjoy everything? And then the people who paid, this is essentially their home that they're going to
mm.
be opening up to other people. So you
Right.
have to take that into consideration.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Child.
should. You got that right because when we threw our big reunion event or whatever, we had so much. I mean, it was so much. We had so much. So there were some people who didn't pay, couldn't afford to come. They was calling, and people was like, man, such want to know, they really don't have the money, it's family. It's a family reunion. You better tell them to bring their damn kids and everybody down here. But when it comes to something like this, on this ain't family. This ain't no family reunion. This ain't no birthday party. You got to make sure it's really organized, really planned out. According to how many people gonna be there. Uh, but if I'm gonna plan a whole 3 day event, I'm telling you, we're gonna have different foods throughout the day. We're gonna have different vendors. We're gonna have entertainment, bands, music, all that
No,
kind of
the
shit. And we
entertainment
might even
is
go out.
hula hooping. So I
Oh
mean,
no, we
what
ain't.
entertainment do you really need when you can hula hoop?
Girl. Shh, shh, shh. I ain't hula hooped in how long? Since I was probably, I don't know, 30. It's been a while since I had a hoop or a Hulu. The only Hulu I know is Hulu on TV. I ain't hula hooped in a long time. My hips and knees can't do that shit. And a lot of older people can't do that shit right now. But anyway, go ahead and hula hoop, child. Hula hoop.
Yeah,
Shoot,
and then the
have stack
people,
races and all that kind of shit. Egg races, have all that kind of shit.
they're gonna be sitting in the urgent care on Monday when it's all said and done. And if the people say
Oh,
no smoking, no smoking means no smoking. It doesn't mean
can
no
they smoke
smoking, but smoke
outside?
your weed.
Can they smoke outside? Or is it no smoking period on the property?
From my understanding, it was no smoking altogether. But then she turns around and she says, "But if you want to smoke, weed is illegal in Florida." And I'm like, "No smoking is no smoking. How you gonna tell a person they can't smoke a cigarette, but they can smoke the weed? Smoking is smoking."
Yeah.
I don't know, child. It's just a mess.
And that's like, okay, when we did our little thing down in Memphis, you know where Memphis is right on the border of Mississippi, right? And we have family in Mississippi and Memphis. And at first we had planned for a place in Mississippi, but in Mississippi, a lot of outdoor locations, you can't have beer. You can't have liquor. So we moved the whole event to where we could have liquor, wine, beer, whatever. I'm not going to throw a whole 3-day event at a location where people can't drink or smoke. And then
Right,
you charge them 250, 125, and all this other shit, and they can't drink and smoke. Like we ain't going to church.
right. It's
And
a,
even
it's a
they
lot of
drink and smoke.
places here where I'm at where like especially like the parks and stuff, you have to have a permit
That's what we
in
have
order
to
to
have a
have
permit.
alcohol. You know what I mean? You have to have a permit. Like say you want to do like the bouncy bounce or whatever. You have to have a permit for that. Certain things. But even when I asked her, do these people know that you're having an event? Oh, they know that it's some family getting together, but these are not family. These are strangers. You don't know these people.
So they have no idea that she's having like a.
Right. Social media meet and greet.
Oh, okay. Mm. Well, that might make a difference
Might
because
make
a
a
lot of
huge
people don't like you to have parties and things like that. And they're just like these. My sons sometimes they friends. They have somebody rent out these Airbnb, these big mansion houses in our city, and you're not really supposed to rent them out for parties. Like
right.
maybe like a weekend getaway, vacation, things like that, but not for no parties. Now I can see if she took like $250 and said, "Okay, you'll get this much back if nothing's damaged, if nothing's ruined, if you don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of like an incident. What do you call it? Incidental?
Yeah,
Uh,
incidentals.
yeah, something like that. But from what she's giving right now, for what people are giving right now, I don't know. I mean, I'm with everybody else, I guess. I hope it's successful, but she definitely has to give a lot more for what she's asking people for. And then you say she raised it to 300 or something.
No, she was saying that we were telling her to raise it to 350. When
Oh,
she told us how much she needed for the deposit, she was saying she needed to put down 17 and some change. And I was
oh,
like, how are you going to put that up with $60 a pop? That's only 800 and some dollars. But this
hmm.
is before we had all the information.
Well, I think you should put down at least half.
That's what I said. If somebody giving 60, they could just change their mind. What's $60 to lose?
Right. And
Nothing.
you still gotta pay the rest. So I think if you telling them 250, they should put down 125.
That's what I and that's where the $100 came in, where she's trying to make it seem like I was telling her to upcharge the people. I'm just saying that you're not asking for enough. But this was before I knew that it was only 1,050 for the entire time, which is
Hmm.
also a huge red flag because you have a place with 9 bathrooms
Hmm.
and 7 bedrooms, and they only want $250 for the whole place. Well, once I read the reviews, then I understood why. They barely
I
got enough.
heard you read some reviews when they said no hot water. I was like, is y'all going to visit ZX? I'm
Girl.
like, y'all talking about ain't no hot water.
And a lot of the people who
Woo.
are a lot of the people who are cussing us out, they're only doing it for commentary or because they already don't like us. It has nothing to do with what we're saying versus what she's saying, because they know what she's saying doesn't make any good sense.
But it's not just y'all. Everybody is saying the same damn thing. I mean, I really haven't talked about it, but I mean, I'm thinking it. I mean, some people just not talking about it. Now. What I really can say truly is that I really hope it's successful. I really do because it looks good towards the YouTube community. You know, for people to have successful events because that
Right.
will it kind of makes other people want to have successful events, and you know what I mean, so forth and
Right.
so forth. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know, child. I don't know. I hope it all
Yeah,
goes
she has
well.
to want it to be successful. And when you want things to be successful, you make good decisions.
Mhm,
You take good advice.
mhm.
And when you're choosing to not do that and you're choosing to keep saying out loud things that are absolutely ridiculous, there's no way in the world you want it to be successful.
Well, I even heard you say that she said Brianna was coming.
When she said that, I was like, because all of this time, I've never heard of Brianna getting together with anybody other than Kimmy, right? And so I'm like, Brianna's coming? She was like, well, she lives in Florida. I'm like, no, 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 no. You cannot say that people are coming just because they live in the same state. You
Hmm.
can't do that unless she tells you that she's coming. And she was like,
Well, I
oh,
don't
well,
know
she
if she
said she's
told her
going
or
to say
not, but
something.
I did hear Brianna say something. I think yesterday. She said, "Who knows? I might show up if they out somewhere at some restaurant or something." So she said, "I might show up," but to just throw it out there that somebody's coming because they live down the street or they live in the same city. Just like the dude
Yeah,
who's supposed to be fixing the breakfast. When I saw him comment in Jay Wilson's chat that he ain't never heard that he was supposed to be paying for breakfast for 3 days,
baby.
not 1 day, but 3 days. I was like, is this a joke?
That took me out because he even commented on my wall. And I wish he hadn't agreed to then do one day. I don't want him to feel pressured just because I brought it up. I'm just
Right.
saying what was told. He's not obligated to do anything. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
she's getting donations. She can afford it. You know what I mean? And people are
Yeah.
paying.
Well,
So
that's just like, okay, a lot of people in the YouTube area know that I make cakes and desserts. And that would just be like me, y'all coming to Omaha, and y'all be like, oh, Tanya, she's going to make all the desserts for the weekend. And
right.
you ain't never asked me, but I live here. You ain't never asked me, but I live here. And I just be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll make you a cake. You know, no.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
It don't work like that. Now, if I volunteer, that's different. Because I do volunteer a lot of times. I mean, it's people who be having funerals around here, and I just be like, "Where the funeral at? I'm gonna bring y'all some cakes." You know, I donate cakes all the time, cupcakes, all that kind of stuff, all the time. But just to just volunteer me and not even tell me, like maybe she was gonna get around to it, like she was leading up to asking him but didn't get there yet. But still, you put it out there in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's why I kept bringing it up. Like I brought it up on my live, and I was like, Mr. YouTube Streets. She said he doing the breakfast or whatever, and and then he was in my chat, so I thought he had heard it, and maybe he just was staying out of it. But so then when April hit the link and was like, he's in the chat right now, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he's saying, well, this is the first I heard about it. I'm like, whoa,
That
you
is
know.
crazy. I'm telling you, I was driving, child. I was driving home and I was listening to y'all on my phone in the car and I was hollering. I was like, what? He didn't even know that he making breakfast. And then when he volunteered, I heard him, or I heard you say that he said, I think he was reading the chat or something. You said, he said he's going to do 1 day. I,
I wanted to do the man in Jamaica know that he coming from Jamaica to Orlando to do the jerk chicken. I don't know. But
and
they
now
said
what's
it's a
why is
guy
he
named
coming from Jamaica? Is he really coming from Jamaica or is he just a Jamaican in Florida? Or is
she
he really coming from Jamaica? Because that's a lot of money to come from Jamaica just to make some damn chicken.
well, according to her, he lives in Jamaica. And they said some people said that he was in her chat, and his name was Patrick. But people say they're gonna do stuff all the time.
But
Doesn't mean that they really do it.
Ain't your name Lisa?
Yeah, that child, honey. She may have told him. I ain't think about that
Please
either.
explain, no, Shells. Please explain, because I was confused as fuck when you was like, she wants me to pretend to be some lady named Lisa. What the hell?
Yeah, she wanted me to be Lisa, and she was like, I'm gonna have Lisa do it. And then that's when Vivian was like, Shell, who is Lisa? I said, the hell if I know. And so she said, do you know Lisa? I said, no. And then she said to Miss Dovey, who's Lisa? And she said, Shelly is. And I said, oh hell no, I'm not. No, 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 no. No, no. That's how it went.
That's crazy, because when I saw your you know I watch you all the time. But when I saw your one video and you had Lisa in the title, I almost thought she was talking about Seven. I was like, what's
Oh,
she talking about Lisa? I was like, what's she talking about? For real, when I saw Lisa and you had put other things in there, but I saw Lisa and I just automatically went to Seven. Like, oh shit, what's Seven up to? You know, because I watch her too. I watch everybody. And
right.
so, and then when you got on there talking about, oh, she wants me to be a Lisa and be in the chat as Lisa, I'm like, what the fuck?
I
I
guess
was
she just wanted
confused.
me to maybe, like, if she was to call me on the phone, maybe doing her live and say, well, I'm gonna call Lisa. I guess I was supposed to be, pretend to be Lisa or whatever. And I'm not pretending to be nobody. No,
Oh.
nope,
So you
nope.
mean like how Tasha K was always saying she had lawyers and she
Right.
didn't really have lawyers, so she wanted a Lisa?
I just shut that shit down because I was like, I'm not pretending to be nobody.
Now,
No.
was this after you and Viv had helped her? She wanted you to be a Lisa?
Yes. This is when Vivian was saying that she needed to have a budget. Not so much that she couldn't go over an amount, but she needed to know how many people was going to be there, how much she would be able to spend, that type of stuff. And then she was like, and then Vivian was like, it may be good if you have a secretary or whatever, somebody to oversee, with the money and stuff or whatever. And then that's when she was like, I'm going to get Lisa to do it. And that's when Vivian was like, Shell, who's Lisa? Do you know her? And I was like, no. And then that's when it turned into I'm Shelly's Lisa. And I said, no, 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 no. Nope. Yeah,
This
that's how
is
that
so
went.
funny. This is so
I mean, you
funny.
can't make stuff like this up. You know what I mean?
I was getting my whole life. I'm telling you, I was driving home today and I was just listening to y'all on Jay Wilson panel and I was just getting my whole life. I was like, what? The man don't even know that he's supposed to be coming through for breakfast.
Child, now he probably feel all under pressure and
But was he
obligated.
coming? Was he actually coming though? Like, was he gonna be one of the ones?
I don't know. I never heard her say that he was going to be coming. She just said that he was going to cover it. And that was part of the problem. I was telling her, you cannot account for what you cannot see.
Right.
That's what I was trying to get her to understand. She kept
Right.
accounting for things like, oh, I'm not worried about dinner on Saturday because I got people coming down from Jamaica to do it. And I'm like, you can't, just because somebody told you something one time in the chat doesn't make it true. If they're
Right.
not giving you the money up front, or if it's not a company that says we're going to sponsor you, you can't just go out on the whim because you're going to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to get her to understand. And she
And
was like,
that's like,
well,
and again, I take that back to people just, I'm a cake decorator. People just throwing out there, oh, Tanya coming, she's making some of her delicious cakes. Only one person ever requested me to cater their desserts, and that was Bradley. And that was for the Vegas gate that didn't happen because of the Rona.
yeah,
Was that last year? No, that was 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago when Rona started hitting. And
right.
they, because he canceled his shit, Fi canceled her shit, and JW ended up canceling his. Everybody like canceled their shit. Deanna canceled her shit. Everybody canceled their shit. But Sean, he was gonna fly me out and have me a hotel and all that kind of shit, and and I was gonna make cakes or whatever down there. But then a lot of shit started happening. The person I was supposed to go with, and I'm like, everybody knows I'm definitely afraid of flying. So the person who was going with me had backed out. And I'm like, maybe that was meant to everything kind of fell in line because I told him, I said, I can't do it, Sean. I can't fly by myself. I really want to come. I really want to do your desserts, but I cannot go by myself. I cannot. I can't even go to the airport by myself just for the fear of flying. Right? I gotta be with somebody. That's how I always fly. And so then the Rona came and everybody canceled their shit. So it was just like, I guess I wasn't meant to be there anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, nobody ever. But then I always offer, like Miss Gina. She had put something together a few years ago, and I said, well, if it wasn't for the Rona, I just come and show up because that's something I love to do. So if you love to cook, if you love to bake, if you love to make breakfasts, and you just want to do the shit, then go ahead and do the shit. Because like even with Deanna, she said she was gonna have some, then she canceled it, and I told her I said I was gonna make some desserts for her. So that's no biggie for me to just come. That's my little contribution to
Right. But
like
see,
yeah,
it would be like if I was having an event and then if you were in my comment section and you said, well, Shelly, I'm thinking about coming. If I come, I'll bring a couple cupcakes. I can't then take that statement and be like, we got desserts on lockdown.
oh no,
Tanya's
I'm gonna
coming.
ask you for a whole kitchen wherever we.
Right.
I don't care if it's at your house, the hotel, the Airbnb. I'm gonna ask you for your whole kitchen because I gets down with the desserts. Okay, I ain't bringing shit. I'm bringing my supply.
Right. But it can't just because somebody mentions something in the chat, like it's a possibility I may
Right,
come. And if I
right.
do come, I might, you know what I mean? You can't just take that and write it down and be like, okay, desserts is taken care of without having a separate conversation and say, hey, Tanya, if you do come, how many cupcakes are you willing to bring? Or how many cakes are you get what I'm saying? You already know
Right.
what it is. And I'm
Yeah.
not by trade, I'm not a chef, I'm not a baker, but I know because I worked in catering for a long time, I know enough how to get by. So with some events, especially for like friends and family, especially if they were on a tight budget, I would then turn around and do a lot of the stuff, but that's only if the money was not there.
Right.
Or let's say if their money was a little funny, I may go order cupcakes from like a grocery store where it's a lot cheaper than a bakery. I may
Right.
take it out and put it in my little cute like cupcake racks and stuff like that to make it look a certain type of way because it's all
Right.
about
It's all about the
presentation.
appearance and presentation. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's what that was about or whatever. And at first I was wishing her the best, like, okay, I hope it all works out. But once you start lying on me, I don't give a damn how it goes and how it goes down. I don't care.
Jay Wilson had me cracking up. He said, I don't care if it goes well. I don't care if it flops. We're going to talk about it either way.
And, and if she can keep talking about me, then I can get me a click and a view as well. Period.
But she really, I know I had heard her say, she's getting her click and views. And she mentioned that she's going live like way more than she used to. And every time she come on, she's talking about this event. So me
Instead
personally,
of preparing for it.
I do hope I really do. I mean, I ain't got no dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I hope it goes well for her. I hope it goes well.
Child, we're gonna still be talking about it because if she has it, it's gonna be a hot ass mess.
If
Somebody
it's
gonna
good,
have
like she
video.
done pulled that shit off, y'all. She done pulled it off. If it's good, I'm like, oh shit, Dobie. Now she about to be a party planner.
She says she already won. She says she got a whole business. She a party planner. Okay.
Oh, so why she need all y'all help?
She didn't. She didn't need it. We was trying to force her to do it that way.
Oh, okay.
This is
All
what she
right.
does. So, she know what she doing. She got it all on lock.
That's crazy. I did not know she was a party planner.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't come off that way.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that one day when I was on Bree's channel. Bree was making a cake. Everybody always talk about Bree making cakes, but I follow Bree, and she was making a cake, and she was trying to figure out how to make some glazed icing for a pound cake or something. So I inboxed her, and I said, "Send me the link so I can show you how to make the glaze, whatever." and she added me on the thing, and you know, it was weird because at first P was on there. What was the Pizarro pizza, whatever y'all call her,
Mm-hmm.
and she was saying it don't matter how much this you put in there, or how much you put in the cake, or how much flavor, or how much flour. She was just like, I'm like, yes, it does.
It really does.
This ain't no green. This ain't no pot of greens. This ain't
Right.
no baked beans. This ain't no macaroni where you just throw all this butter in there, throw all this cheese. I'm like, when it comes to cakes and
Mm-mm.
desserts, you have to be precise. You have to be precise with how you make in. I make like 15 different frostings. You got to be precise with how much flour, how much baking powder, how much, I mean, you have to be how many eggs, how much water, how much oil, how much, I mean, you have to be precise. And
Yeah, you
so
can't just start throwing whatever you want to in
yeah,
a
and
bowl.
that's what I'm saying. If that's some shit that you do, you can't let nobody. I'm not gonna be up here talking about, oh, I'm about to cater this shit, but then I need advice from all these other people, but I'm a whole cake decorator. Like, you either do it or you don't do it. And by the way, Bree says she loved the icing, whatever glaze that I gave her the recipe for. But yeah, I was like, you either do it if you're a cake decorator, if you're a party planner, if you're a daycare provider, if you're a beautician, if you sell wigs, whatever. You either do it or you don't do it.
There
But
you go.
don't act like you do it and you
Yeah.
don't. What's up, Karma Diva? What's up? There go my
Hi,
home girl. I was
hi.
telling Shelly, girl, you need to tell Shells. I was telling Shelly I'm thinking about throwing a hood table get together weekend thing next year for our subscribers and shit. And I was trying to tell Shells how we used to always throw parties and get
Mm,
togethers, and I was like, child,
you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know.
I'm like, we
Let's
does
just say it went down. It went down.
we does this. All our parties, they be successful, they be fun, no drama, no fights, no
Yeah,
just
none of that. We ain't
yeah,
never none of that.
Let me
yeah.
tell you, I planned my first party when I was 10 years old. True story. I did a surprise birthday party for my mother. This back in the day when people
Oh.
had telephone books. You know what I mean? I went in there, got all her friends' numbers and called them. I baked the cake and put
Oh,
some colored icing on it and all that other kind of stuff. I know what I'm talking about, you
Hmm.
know.
that's
But
so sweet.
hey, she know more than what I know. So hey, I mean, hula hooping and limboing and
Did they say limbo? Now ain't that the stick that you go under
yeah.
Yeah,
the
How low can you go?
water? I
Can you
can't
go
get.
down low?
I
girl,
can
my
go
family
down
too
this
raggedy.
low.
Can't none of them be in like that.
I can go down this low to my eyes. That's how low I can go. But
The only time they can bend is when they bending over to pick up some cigarettes or something they done drop.
or if I'm in bed,
No.
now, oh, what we talking
Okay,
about?
hi, hi,
My
hi.
bad. I got a little thrown off. But
Keep
but
me
for
posted though if you decide to do something next year because even like I'll say like the last year I really haven't been traveling as much as I usually do,
real,
and we
hmm,
all know why.
yeah,
But traveling is what I love to do. It's just like a reset, you know what I mean?
hmm,
So and then Jay Wilson, he's talking about doing something, but one of his requirements is that you have to have the V. So and I don't have it, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna pretend to have it or come with a fake card. You know what I mean? I respect people's
yeah.
wishes if that's what they want to have for their
Hmm.
event.
Hmm. I feel you. Well, my thing is like this. Like, who was that? I was, y'all know I just bought a house a few months ago, and I had different people coming in to do this, fix this, do that. ADT, security, cable, all that shit. And some
Right.
people would come in, and I would be have my mask on, even though I got all my V's and everything. And they
Right.
was like, "Oh, we're vaccinated. Our job makes us." And I'm like, "It don't matter if you, my pastor or anybody else coming to visit me. I got my mask on.
Right.
I'm taken care of, but I still got my mask on."
See, I leave
So
masks. I leave masks on my living room table. I got a stack of masks. I got sanitizer, all of
Mhm.
that. So when you walk in the house, if you ain't got no mask on, here you go.
Yeah, and
Here's some hand sanitizer for you.
if you forcing people, I mean, I understand some people like they forcing people to have the vaccination or whatever. That's them. They can do what they want to do, but we honestly don't know who all has it.
Right.
Right.
You
I
ain't
mean, I
checking
ain't forcing
everybody's
nobody to do
card.
that.
You ain't checking everybody's card. You ain't looking in everybody's wallet. You ain't, and then they got people out here making fake ones so they can go on trips and
Right.
shit.
Exactly. So I could
So,
pretend to have one, but I'm not gonna do that. Somebody asked with her event, was she implementing any rules as far as that? And then she
mhm.
says, well, you can wear a mask if you want to. If you don't want to have, you don't want to have to wear one, you don't have to wear one or whatever like that. So people know
Mine
what
be
they're
good
getting
because
into.
I got my vaccinated. Carmel Diva got hers. If we throw something next year, for the weekend, we gonna make sure we straight. And I'm not gonna have people show me your badge, show me your card, whatever like that, because I got my shit. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we gonna have plenty of masks. We gonna have plenty of hand sanitizer. All that kind of stuff. Lysol. We gonna try to keep it as clean and sanitized as possible. But yeah, I am really thinking about doing that, and I'm gonna speak with Carmel Diva, see if we can, get together and do something.
Hey.
So, and I'm gonna have the most closest people with me. I'll even have them in my crib. Shit, Deanna already said I want to come see the new house. Y'all see it behind me, but you know. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be certain people that I won't mind being in my house, but people who just come in because they want to come, because you don't know who all gonna come.
Right.
People might be like, I want to
Exactly.
come and I just want to come and be nosy. I want to come and you pay your money, you can come. If you're a subscriber of mine and I've been knowing you for a while, you can come. Not no just no random person just send me some money and I ain't never seen you in my life, seen you in my chat. Now I'm gonna give you a refund. But
Right. That part.
you know,
That part.
people who I really talk to all the time, like you, Deanna, it's certain people on here that I talk to, like that I feel really comfortable with. If I was to see you in person, go to your house, you come to my house, I'm good with that. But everybody else, we're gonna be at a location, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think like even the
You gonna
Airbnb
swab
thing.
everybody coming through the door.
Right. Open wide.
I am trained.
Right, that part.
Yeah, she
Child.
trained to swab, honey. She used to be a whole nurse. Mhm. Open wide, say ah.
No, these go up your nose.
Oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
I'm just joking around.
These the
But
ones
yeah.
that make your eyes water.
Oh, I hate that. When I went to do
Oh,
my little test, oh God, I was like, no, that shit. Ooh.
I said I would never get another one done, and I just had another one done. Like what was that? Like about 3 weeks? No, 2 weeks ago. Oh, I was so mad with life. Oh,
Some people gotta get 'em. Remember when they first came out though, and people didn't. They said the nurses and stuff didn't realize you didn't have to go so far back. I wasn't one of those people who was getting tested, but just the
I
stories I
am.
heard, how they felt like it
Remember,
was
I
up to
told
your
y'all that.
brain.
I said they got to go all the way back till it feel like it's going up to your brain, but they got to go all the way back until you pretty much sneeze right then they got to go up the other side too.
And that's why a
So
lot of
yeah,
people in the beginning didn't get it. And I gotta admit, I didn't get mine until I thought my son had it. And so he went and he got tested. And then I went because I'm like, we stay in the same house. I might as well go. But it wasn't that bad. But this was way after they first started doing it. And I was scared. I was terrified. But then after they did it, I was like, oh, it bothers me a little bit. But I'm sure it was nothing like what they did when they first started doing it, because people was acting like they was drilling up their whole nasal passage.
they
well,
was
you know,
acting
I
like
didn't go
it.
until like mid June, and then Mama ended up catching it, and we still ain't figured that out. How four of us is in the house together, but
Mm-hmm.
only one person catches it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, my
I'm
great
used
niece
to
ended
it.
up catching it, but my niece, her mother, in the same house, didn't end up getting it. It's just weird.
It is weird because my son Cam, he had caught it, and I went and got tested because I'm like, we in the same house, and they said I didn't have it. But when I came back home, I made sure he stayed in his room. I would do like, a lot of people say, take him food, take him water, take him fluids, and leave it outside their door. I was treating him like a little prisoner, in his own house. But I was like, this is what we gotta do. I'm the breadwinner of this motherfucker, so I need to work. So
I
you
wasn't
stay
doing
away
that.
from
I
me.
was all
I stay away from you, and you know,
Well, I had to, be around Mama because I had wasn't nobody The kids couldn't do it, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was the only one, and that was just tripping me out because my immune system is compromised too. But
Mhm.
I thank God I didn't catch it. I'm
I
like,
know. I'm surprised I ain't caught it because I used to like, I always crack up when people be talking about people door dashing and Ubering, and I don't even know. And I didn't say it on here. I got a whole YouTube channel of me door dashing. Okay, so I started me a whole YouTube channel like a year ago. That's one of my like 9 YouTube channels. But so every
your
now and then I'll
5011.
door dash. Every now and then I'll door dash, and I was surprised. I didn't. Now when it first hit. I admit, I was like, I ain't dashing shit. I ain't driving. It was like 8, 9 months, and I went without door dashing. And plus, it's just a part time, every now and then job. But when it picked back up, or when the Rona numbers started going down or whatever, and I felt more comfortable, I started dashing again. But I was surprised when I went back out there. I was like, I ain't never got it. My son got it. My other son got it. Everybody I knew got it. And I'm out here delivering people food and picking up food, and I didn't get it. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe my immune system weird or something. I don't know.
Let me tell you, my immune system is compromised. If you sneeze, I'm sick, and I'm shocked that I have not gotten it. Knock, knock on wood. I don't want to have it.
Yeah, my fellas,
I
knock
am
on
shocked.
wood. Knock on wood.
I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna be in your chat because I got the multitask.
Okay, all
All
right,
right, I'm gonna
okay.
still be listening in though.
All
Thank
right,
you
huh?
for having me.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Thanks for coming up.
So did
But
you already talk
Steve,
about Kevin Samuels?
huh?
Did you already talk about Kevin
Yeah,
Samuels?
I did in the beginning, but you can talk about them if you want to.
Oh, I don't know. I was asking because I don't know nothing.
I
Did they
mean,
say what he died from?
I really didn't. I kind of talked about him as if I don't give a fuck. Like
Right.
not about his death because I did mention several times my condolences to his family, but I'm talking about from the point where it was
About
like
him,
he
period,
is
as a
like
person, general.
right. He's like a Tommy to me.
Yeah,
So I didn't
yeah.
watch him. I didn't listen to you. I don't care what you got to say about black people who look like me, act like me. I don't, I was one of those people. Like, if I heard about him saying something off the wall, it was because somebody else told me. I'm not coming to your channel, not giving you no click and view, so it was like, okay, he's dead. And it's
The
weird
only
how a lot
the
of
only
people,
video that I watched of his, and this was, I want to say, maybe a year ago, when people first really started talking about him,
uh-huh,
when he had that woman on there, and she was talking about, well, how come I can't find a man with like 6 figures and this and that, and he was like, 'cause you basic, you plain, and this and that, and everybody was like, dang, he done went off on this lady and blah blah. And that's, because everybody was just finding out about him,
that,
and
but
it was because of
that's
that
like,
video.
but see, and I equate that too. Like I was saying earlier, when I first came on, I said, you know how we always say, you don't answer to what you're not. If
Hmm.
somebody call you a hoe, you don't answer to it because you're not a hoe,
Right,
right? So I put him in the
right.
same mind frame as Tommy Sotomayor. I'm not going. Some people get into up in arms and all that rah 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 about what these men say about black women, and it's like, but you're not that. You're not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't watch them like that. So what's crazy for me is how a lot of people who really didn't even watch or follow him, they talking about it right now. But it's like, what can you say about somebody who you really never even watched? It's like,
Exactly.
rest in peace. Regardless of what the fuck you was spewing out here or your rhetoric or whatever, my condolences to your family. You know, I,
Exactly.
I can't get into no argument with nobody, or nothing like that. I'm like,
Because I
that's
didn't
just
give
like
a shit
Tommy. The only
about
reason
him.
why I talked about Tommy was when he got in that fight with that girl and she stole on him. That was funny. Yeah, I did commentary on that. But anyway, go ahead.
I, as my daddy would say, I can't add to him in death what I didn't give him in life. You know, I didn't say shit about him while he was alive because I didn't care. And I'm not about to be, moaning and groaning about him now that he's died.
Exactly. That's
I
how I
don't
feel.
know. I don't know nothing about the man. I didn't care nothing
Mhm.
about him
That's
because
how I feel.
he
Now
was
I
so
hate.
negative. And the thing is, he was so negative
Mhm,
towards the same women who gave him life.
mhm. All I
Him and
want to
Tanya
know is
both.
what the bitch looked like, who he was fucking, what kind of drugs he was smoking. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Just being nosy. Other than that, everybody got to go one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I
I
know I was
really,
telling my daddy the other day, we was talking, and I said, you know, when people would die, I would always have words of comfort for them. I
mhm,
said, but it's a whole different ball game when you sitting on that front row.
yes,
It's something totally different. He said,
it
yeah,
is.
he said, yeah, when you 10 rows back, you got all the answers, you got all the words and this and that. He said, but yeah, you sit on
Mhm,
that front row and ain't nothing nobody can tell you. That front row is is a monster. I'm like, that's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in life
yeah.
was sit on that front row.
I know, I know. Hey, I've been there with my mama, and and
Hmm.
and a lot of other people, but it does hit different. What's up, bro? Bishop, hold on. What he calling himself tonight? Bishop 420, smoke plenty with the henny. What?
What the
What's
hell
up?
going on? Praise white Jesus and all the Jesus. Clear Korean, black,
Oh, hold
Mexican,
on. Here you go.
Chinese, and
Here you
cornerstone.
go in the chat.
Um,
Praise clear Korean, Black, Mexican, Chinese, and Cornerstone Jesus.
Yes,
oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Yep. The cornerstone Jesus. Praise the Lord.
Cornerstone
He
Jesus.
said the cornerstone, Lord.
I guess
You
because
mean
it's
the
a
storefront
cornerstone.
churches, the ones that
Blues
used to be
Clues.
stores and
What the
now they
fuck is
churches?
going, man? It's so much going on, y'all. Girl.
It
Well,
is a
Got
tell us
me
lot going
about it.
sister.
on.
Tell us about it, bro.
Got me
Talk
sounding
on
like
it.
Cicelo.
She said she's working right now. She said she's gonna jump on when she got off work. But I want y'all, bro.
I've been following all week. What's
Tell
going
us,
on?
no, bro. You got to give us tea. What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about every goddamn thing because every damn thing been getting on my motherfucking damn nerves. See, I'm
Oh
on my
God.
Deanna Irvin tonight, goddamn it.
Oh, Deanna was in here earlier.
Oh, sus. I
Mm.
was meaning to put a clip that she came up about do subbies live.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah, I
going to
saw
tell
that.
y'all. And I know if sister's listening, she know if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Uh-huh.
But if y'all take it to the minute 33 even all the way up to 34 minutes and 50 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Man, boy, whoever she was talking about, man, she said, how you gonna be
She was talking about
disrespectful?
Tracy. She was talking about
She
Tracy.
said, how you gonna be trying to talk about, she said something about Badussy, and you up here trying to sell some perfume or some shit. Oh man.
Oh, no. She wasn't talking about Tracy on that moment, but she was talking about Tracy in her commentary. I don't know which one she talking about at that moment.
Oh, sis, I mean, did she?
Deanna would
Oh
drag like 10
my
people in
God,
like one show.
she drug whoever the hell she was talking about. She drugged their ass. She said, "How you gonna be trying to promote, trying to talk about you got a perfume line and you up here chasing talking about Badussy? You up here selling Badussy or some shit? Oh man,
I'm gonna have to finish that. I'm gonna have to finish that show because I
sis,
have
you
watched
got to.
it.
I'm telling you, just make sure whatever you do, if you do, just skip to minute 33. I promise you gonna be like you gonna be in tears.
I will
33
watch it.
to 34 minutes and 50. It took her a minute and 50 seconds to say what she said, and she drugged their ass a new one if they ain't already had one.
See, normally when I come in late on people's shows, I'll go back and rewatch from the beginning, but I think I had got it caught up in work or something.
Well,
So
she
I
wasn't on
can't
that
go back.
long. She wasn't on
Yeah,
that long. She wasn't on that long at all.
yeah.
She was probably on there probably about a half an hour, about 40 minutes or so. But yeah, man, sis, oh my God. Now I had to
That's all
use
she
it.
needed. She didn't
But
need no more than that.
yeah, that was the boots I had needed. But back to the rhythm at hand. I don't know what the hell and who in the hell. Oh yeah, the chicken wang. Yeah, they whooped his motherfucking ass. And you know what? He better be glad with a misdemeanor. Nah, bro, I'll finish you off.
All he got is a misdemeanor. Look at him. That, but what? Look at his arm.
That's the chicken wang. No, his shit fucked up. And he better
Now
be
what
glad.
happened? Who was he? Okay, y'all got to keep me. Y'all got to get me up
Well,
to
did you
speed.
hear about you didn't hear about whatchamacallit getting attacked on stage, Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, I did hear about. I've
That's
seen
the
the
nigga.
video with
That's
somebody.
the
Oh,
nigga.
that's him.
That's him. They
Hold
jumped
on.
his
Well,
ass, kicked his ass, they stomped his ass. You
how
see
you
his
get
arm?
misdemeanor charges though? Hold
His
on, with a
arm is
handmade knife.
totally. His arm is
Oh, he had a
totally.
pipe.
His arm is totally out of socket. They fucked him up after he jumped Dave Chappelle.
He had a gun made. Nah, he had an actual. It was a gun, but it wasn't a workable. I don't know if it was a workable
Found
gun.
out
But
that it was a toy gun.
it was a toy gun, but it was basically a knife. He had
Right.
literally mounted a knife on it, like a little nice
Yep.
little
A
giggle
little toy
thing.
gun, but it had a knife on it.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
I get up on you close enough, I can juke you a few times, nigga.
Right.
You ain't gonna make it.
Right.
That's real talk. I'm gonna cut an artery or hit that lung or puncture that heart valve or something, but you ain't gonna
Oh,
make it.
he done been in prison.
But look at the
Still,
arm
no.
though.
Nah, he's only 27. That's a mental shit. The first thing they gonna talk about, he's a Trump supporter. That ain't got nothing to do with
He
shit.
got black fingernails
Right.
all his own.
Look, I don't give a damn. They didn't
He got
already
a
talk
Jerry
on his
curl. I
social
think he got a
media.
wave nouveau or a Jerry curl.
Let me tell you something. That boy would have got his ass. That he thought they did him. They treated him right. I'll chop that nigga up. Oh man, there's plenty of gators and feral hog down here, bro.
It's a lot of people talking shit because it's a lot, and let me tell you, a lot of them is white because they're
Yeah,
like,
they mad as hell.
how the fuck y'all let Will Smith get
Talking
a
about
whole
over
award,
excessive.
say a speech, stay in his seat, and all this kind of shit, but then y'all monkey stomping dog walk this nigga who attacked Dave Chappelle. They said, why y'all treating him different than what y'all treated Will Smith?
Because Chris Rock didn't press charges. That's the difference.
No, I'm talking about at the time it happened.
Well, shit, because
Not
Chris Rock came on stage and was like,
right,
"Is that Will Smith?"
You didn't take Will out the joint. You didn't make him leave. You didn't put
They
him
tried.
in.
They tried to.
I mean, but if they really wanted him to leave, they could have the security guards.
But they knew he had. They knew
black
he
ass
had
out
his
of there.
award coming up.
But they didn't want
knew
no
he had his
scene.
award coming up.
They didn't want no scene. That's why they didn't force him to leave. But it's still like, damn, Will Smith, he got away with murder. Basically.
Pretty much.
And this nigga, they damn near killed his ass. Look at his arm.
Hey. What goes around come around.
I'm not feeling sorry for this motherfucker. Please don't take it the wrong way.
No, that nigga.
I'm not feeling sorry for this motherfucker.
Oh,
my thing is this: you rushed up on the stage thinking you was Billy Badass, gonna try to knock this man over for whatever reason.
No, he got his ass stumped.
You got your ass whooped.
He didn't get what he loved. No, he got stumped.
Oh, he got fucked up.
Yeah, he got
videos.
Damn, it was a fucking football game.
Busta Rhymes, Chris Rock. Who else had jumped on the stage to help? Who was it? Jamie Foxx? Man.
Yeah, Jamie got up there and got him a couple of them up in there.
Everybody got their licks in. Pow, pow, pow. It was like,
pew, pew. Oh, no, if it had been some pew going on, I think everybody would have been running.
His pew, pew, pew had a knife on it. Like, you got up there with a fake gun. Like, I just want to know why.
Because he wanted to be famous. Well, nigga, you just got the chicken wang. Because he gonna he gonna capitalize off
why
that.
are you doing this? What are you getting from it?
Because you know what? Because that basically he's a spokesman for, like, hey, if you guys don't like the fact, if you don't like what people are saying about us or people or the people that we, then we're gonna attack them. That's the mentality.
It's comedy. That's my thing. People are so fucking sensitive nowadays. It's comedy. If it don't apply to you, then sit the fuck down and shut up.
You know what? I'm not going to even be violent tonight.
Eventually, babe.
Actually,
You
no, I
know what?
wouldn't be about it.
But my thing was, and we talked about it the other day. How the fuck? Like, what's up with these events, these venues that don't have damn metal detectors anymore? How is people just getting into these venues? Like, this ain't no park. This ain't no outside event. It's a closed event, and they bringing in weapons. And like I said
Right.
before a few days ago, what if they would have stabbed somebody else?
It ain't hard to get no weapon in.
Just went around, but I'm
It
saying
ain't.
back in the day. Now y'all remember when we went to concerts back in the day? They had
Yeah, metal
the
detectors.
wand. They had the metal detector.
Pat
Yeah,
down.
wand, all that shit. The wand, the waving wands, the
Yeah,
walking metal detector.
Y'all did that shit in y'all vehicles. That's what you did.
you couldn't hardly get your damn keys in that motherfucker. Like,
Exactly. Leave your keys at the doggone front, nigga.
oh,
I
this is
never
my
know you.
underwire. It's an underwire bra, sir. It's an underwire bra. I mean, you can barely get in there. And now these days, people just walking in venues with guns and knives and.
Tell you something, man. I go to the grocery store with my shit. I go to church with my shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll get on the bus. I'll go to the funeral home with my doggone
I
strap.
know
I
what
don't
I'm
trust
saying.
shit.
In these type of events where a lot of people is there, like y'all ain't got metal detectors, and then
I'll go to the daycare with my strap.
no,
I
you
don't
can't
even
go to the
trust shit.
daycare, bro.
Them badass
You can't go to
kids,
the
you
daycare.
can look. You got some kids that are roguish as hell.
You can't go
It be done fell out your pocket and.
We talking about I'm going to Head Start. I'm going to
But then again, one of them little badass fuckers, they may have something in their backpack too. So
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I know. I'll
that ain't
never go
that
without the
ain't
host.
beyond reason. It has happened
I
with
know
Damn
them
right.
little
kids be
kids
having
do be
shit.
bringing shit to school and bringing
Shit,
shit to
hey,
daycare.
look, man. I was one of them badass kids in junior high and high school, so I know what it is. I tried to and told you. It's going down, man. Look, you don't trust nothing because people ain't shit nowadays. They sensitive, overly sensitive. You can't say nothing. I mean nothing. Like if you be like, you know what, man? My eye was blinking real fast today. Oh, you talking about people that got bad eye blinking problems? Man, sit your bitch ass down some damn where. Fuck ass nigga.
And that right there is why I have never gave in to this damn this overly sensitive woke
They all goddamn colors.
Well, you
That's
already know
nasty.
what I say?
tongue
I'm not
is.
what's
My
my
tongue.
father saying? I'm not shit.
My
Praise
tongue can
I'm
be
not
lethal. My tongue can be lethal, and I don't. If you're sensitive, oh the fuck well.
I'm sensitive.
Shit,
Goddamn.
I've been having a lethal tongue since I was younger.
I ain't got time to be overly sensitive. I'm just sensitive.
So I ain't trying to classify no grown ass people. Shit, you know the shit time out here is real. Shit is hard out here for a lot of people, and a lot
It's
of people
hard out here for every fucking
about it.
damn body.
People just
Boo
want to
hoo.
joke the fuck about it. We just want to joke the fuck about it.
Shit.
To make it lighter, to make it easier to cope with, to make it's just jokes.
You damn right. Bitch
But
ass niggas, y'all need to be goddamn be nice.
It's
Exactly. But they better be happy that somebody even saying any goddamn anything, because you could be like a motherfucker like me that's 9 to 5 and still got a goddamn Turner and Pat. I'll still throw a hot piece of lead at your bitch ass. You get out of line with me. So I don't even want to hear nothing about no motherfucker. Nobody talk about when you get your monkey ass up. You got some food to table. Even if you got a loaf of bread that's getting stale and a half a can and a half a box of powdered milk in your funky ass doggone refrigerator with your nasty ass night nose punk ass kids with their little raggedy ass with their new Jordans on, and your funky ass got them old ass drawers from 2008 on still. I mean, if okay, you still alive, nigga. You still alive. You are still.
all I need is some butter. All I need is some butter. I need.
You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got no doggone be washing detergent. You gotta use some of that Dawn. Girl, you better go pour half of that doggone.
You gotta use Joy. You better use some Joy
You better use some of that dish licking.
You damn right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day,
you ain't got no toilet paper. You better use some little paper towel.
You better soften it on up.
Your dryer broke, you better hang that shit in the basement.
Damn
or
right.
hang
Get
it
you some wooden
outside.
pins, goddamn me.
Yeah, your washer
Man,
broke, you better scrub that shit in the bathtub.
you
Hey,
better
we
scrub a
grew up,
dub
we
to
came
the
from the
dub.
hood where we
Man,
didn't have all that fancy appliances and shit growing up.
That's what's wrong with most everybody wants shit instant now. Everything got to be instant. I mean, instant from A to Z. Instant ass, instant every damn thing. Everything got to be instant.
Instant
Money.
Ass.
Gotta brush my teeth. They like, what fuck get up in the morning and gonna say, nigga, my teeth got to be brushed while I'm waking up. You can't even count. You don't even know who your name is while you waking up in the middle of the night talking about I need to brush my teeth right now. Sit your bitch ass on down and go back to sleep. Bart, you better go over there and take some doggone peroxide or some mouthwash, nigga, and gargle your dry mouth having ass on out so you can stop goddamn snoring and get all them goddamn food and get all that ass juice out your damn teeth that you munching on the night before. You
okay. Baking soda for them teeth.
Exactly. Baking soda, peroxide, lavender oil, eucalyptus, tea tree. Them niggas need it all. With their old goat mouth ass.
Yeah. Shit, put some liquor in it. Liquor kills everything. Just drink a Henny.
Ask Kels where he want to trade positions.
Man, he is trading positions in there.
I ain't talking about him getting red.
You got me punking. You got me.
No, actually, you know what? Kels might be in there. Kels might be the mob boss. He might be in there stroking.
Shit.
Yeah, right.
He probably in there laying pipe on niggas.
Yeah, right. That old motherfucker. He in there laying wide, spreading wide.
Oh yeah, he been stroking the
on his booty.
Yeah, he been stroking the correctional officers and he done ran up in Big Bubba. Yeah, he know Big Bubba. He mesmerized Big Bubba and looped him up.
Hold on, bro. Come on, even say it. Do it.
When he said,
that's childish as hell.
He did that.
So you say he in there doing the Kevin Gates?
They feeling on his booty.
He ain't on no groceries. That's
nah, they ain't feeling on Kel's booty. Kel up in there running through niggas.
Nigga, are you serious, bro?
Up in there plugging something.
Look, Kel's in there banging out the female CEOs. He probably look. He probably
these ain't 18-year-old girls. He can't run them. These is big ass grown niggas. He can't run them.
No, I'm gonna tell you, them niggas. Let me tell you what that man then did. Them niggas was like,
these ain't impressionable little girls.
And then he talking
about, they gonna be like, hey, niggas, sing.
I'm scared of the COVID. Let me out.
And them niggas up in there getting mesmerized. Them niggas up in there getting teary eyed and Big Bubba like, man, I love R. Kelly. You know what?
Kelly ain't running through them motherfuckers now. Now, Bill Cosby probably ran through more motherfuckers than Kells.
No, I'm talking about up in there and wherever the hell he locked
Bill
up.
Don't even remember what his.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
no, they love Kells, man. I'm talking.
Kells is not running shit up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, bro. No.
They need to send his ass to Douglas County.
Not for what he in here for. Nope.
He thought he was going to step in the name of love. They like stepping to bend your ass.
Actually, you know what? Kells is about to Kells is about to be released sooner than what y'all think.
That's okay. I just hope everybody hide the kids.
No, that's okay to hide the kids, but guess what? You know the first place I want to ask him to come and do a live interview.
You asked him to come on the hood table for an interview.
Yeah, right. As long as I get your permission, I just can't do it without your permission.
I want you to interview him by yourself. I'm gonna just sit
that's
here.
some shit.
I'm gonna just sit here and drink my liquor.
You ain't gonna just sit there. Quit your line.
Exactly. She gonna be talking shit. He gonna be like, hold on. He said,
let me call this out. No, fuck that.
That same energy.
Just sitting there, shit. I'm finna call this shit out.
I just want to listen.
Yeah, right.
He gonna start singing to you and be like, you gotta use the same energy.
You gonna be like, Kills, I always loved your music.
No, he gonna start singing. You remind me of your Jeep.
I did always hate that song. I remind you of a car.
Down. You remind me of my Jeep.
And everybody was bumping that shit. And I'm like, he telling her shit.
That was my shit though back then.
Hey, but on the strength though, what if he just starts singing an old Baptist hymn though?
Old Baptist hymnal.
Why I stretch my hands to thee?
What he stepping in the name of gospel now? When he get out, what the fuck?
You think I'm playing? He gonna start singing some old Deacon Negro spiritual.
Nah, we leave that up to Sizzlo.
Yeah, him and Sis so there, they gonna have a duet.
They gonna be going
Oh,
back
Lord.
and forth. She like, bruh.
He
No,
said they gonna have to do it.
You ain't about to jump on the the hood table and start singing Amazing Grace, motherfucker.
It ain't gonna be no Amazing Grace.
I want to talk about how amazing you was in the prison.
No, he gonna give you that Rance Allen version. He gonna give you that Rance Allen version of a Kurt Franklin song. Like about 15 minutes straight. He gonna be squalling. Now y'all remember why he did over there in the UK when he did that what was they say the longest he held that note for about
I loved it. I mean
he held that note for about 10 minutes.
You guys have to understand there's a lot of us who are very convicted.
Didn't he hold that note for about 10 minutes?
And I know he ain't the worst person in the world, and he ain't the only one that has done some shit like that. But it's like he does something to people that just make them say, just throw you away. Just throw you away in the damn alley in the trash and just take you to the dumpster and hide you 75 feet deep. I mean,
I'm glad you said that he's not, because that was one of the points that I have been trying to make to you. He's not the worst person in the world.
And I know that. It's just like, nigga,
he's not the only person.
He
ain't the only person that done did this shit. And
exactly,
he ain't the last one.
Boy, ooh, speak
he
on
ain't
this.
The last one, and I wish that everybody who ever done that to a child, I wish they could all be arrested and locked up.
Yeah.
So it's not I feel like, oh, he's the worst person in the world.
I wish they, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I wish they would do them like they used to do prisoners, where they would sit there and give them open wounds, chain them in the dungeon, and let the rats take care of them.
Yeah, right. Eat all that shit up. You there? Or how the Germans used to do.
The cockroaches.
No, how the Germans used to do. They used to take the little glass tube and then insert it when they did like the shit like that, like the perverts on the radio, they insert a glass tube on them. Like they get them worked up and they put a glass tube in their erection, and then what they'd do is they'd take hammers and hit their shit. You know that smashes the glass. You know, yeah. Man, that was some brutal shit.
I ain't never heard about that.
I gotta see you the link.
Shit up.
No, I ain't made none of that shit up. That is real talk. That was one of the most devastating tortures that they were talking about. Some of the worst executions and tortures in history. Real shit.
Like, just shoot me.
No, like real talk. They would, like y'all saying how they would tie them up to the post. Yeah, they would tie them up to the stake, and they would literally insert this probably like maybe about a 3 or 4 inch. Like this little round circular glass, tube into the males. Yep, showing up and take that shit and grab that shit and break that. Yeah, they hit that shit.
Thank God for the New Testament, huh?
And it'll break. You know, the glass is gonna shatter.
Thank God for the New Testament, because a lot
of stuff you can do about it.
A lot of stuff that used to happen in the Old Testament. You know, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that shit was real. Hold up.
You lie, they cut your tongue off. You steal, they cut your hand off. You
molest. They still do that.
I say they should do that.
But
I say they still should do that.
The shit, and I'm just like, for real.
They tell in the Bible it says, cut out what offends thee.
What offends your brethren, or what offends thee. And trust me, I believe in the system. I believe in you innocent. I believe in all that shit. But there's certain things, like when you really know that somebody does something, I hate how they can go to court, and I hate how they can have a lawyer, and everybody has a right to a lawyer. Everybody has a right to a defense attorney. And then a lawyer know that they done some shit to 5, 10, 11 kids, and they still standing there trying to defend them. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. Then those motherfuckers who do heinous crimes, killing people, kids, it don't even matter if it's a grown folks. Somebody was
them niggas alive.
Body up. I mean, there are some people who I'm just like, they don't deserve to live.
I mean, but the
They just
thing
don't
is,
deserve to live.
we can sit here and say all of that, and they don't deserve a defense and this and that until you on the other side of that bench, until you at that other table,
What do you mean?
until you need a defense lawyer for something, or you've been accused
Oh,
of
I ain't
something.
doing no shit like that. I done done some shit back in my day, but it wasn't
No,
hard
but
to
I'm
go down.
saying I know people that has happened to where they are completely innocent and they done been accused of some shit, some heinous shit, and they got to try to defend themselves. And then people are like, oh, they don't deserve this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't know the whole story. But people don't care
Yeah.
to
I'm
hear
not
the
talking
whole
about
story.
them. Like the people, like I know there are people, we all know there are people in
Flay
prison.
their ass alive.
We
Peel
know
their
there are
skin
people
from
in
their ass.
prison. We know there are people in prison who should not be there. Thank God for modern technology and these foundations that work hard and diligent to get these people, out of prison. But for the people that we know, like okay, I was talking about that I was talking about that movie on was it Hulu, Netflix, the Stephen Slayer story. The little boy who was kidnapped when he was 5 or 6, and he was kidnapped by a guy who basically assaulted him, did every heinous thing to him, had other people doing heinous things to him till he was about the age of 14. People like that, who we know for
Yeah,
sure. Like we know, we got proof. Like why the fuck is they going to court? That's what I'm talking about. Like who like defending them for what? Like okay, they did it. Either lock their ass
because
up or kill them.
everybody deserves a
Like,
defense.
see, that's what I'm saying. I believe in the system, but it's like sometimes the system is just
Fuck
fucked
the
up.
system. I don't believe none of
They will
that
let the
bullshit.
innocent people be locked up for life, and they will let these perverts walk the streets.
Exactly.
It's fucked up, Ugh.
Cause they ain't shit.
Mm-mm.
That's why.
That's why I told my sons when they was younger. I swear to God, I told my sons when they was younger, if y'all do any of that type of I ain't even got to name the shit. If y'all do any of that type of shit, don't come to me. Don't ask me to put money in your books. Don't try to call me. Don't try to write
I
me
always say you do the crime alone, you
because
do the time alone.
I didn't talk. There's shit that I went through as a young girl that I told my kids about. And if y'all turn around and do those type of things to other kids, other people, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But some people think they can go to jail and do whatever they want out here on the streets and go to jail, and they just gonna have all this kind of support. I ain't supporting shit. I'm gonna move on like I never knew your motherfucking ass, and that's on God. That's on my mama in heaven. Like I don't condone that shit. You ain't going around here assaulting kids and doing all kind of shit. Then I'm making sure you got money in your commissary every week. Motherfucker, hell no.
They gonna learn today.
They gonna learn today. They gonna learn today. Shit. I got motherfucking family members who be calling me. Do you got money? Can I give her $20? No. Well, I'm innocent. Really?
What would Jesus do?
Really, you innocent, nigga? You go to jail every month. You innocent? When ain't
Now I
you?
do say this.
When you
I
not
say
in
there
jail?
are people. Look, there are people who they may go to jail and be sentenced, and it may not be for the crime that they are there for,
Charged with, yeah.
but it's a punishment for some shit they've done before and gotten away with.
No, I know motherfuckers who I know out here committing crimes. Like you've been committing the same crime since we was 12 and 13. Like, and then you every time you go to jail, you calling everybody up. Can you put money on my books? Can you come in? Like, nigga, when you gonna change your life around? You 35, 45 years old, and you still going to jail every other month. And then asking people to put money. I'm innocent. I ain't did shit. If you go to jail more than you go home. You know what I'm saying?
Get their ass get their ass to glastration. That's all you got to do.
I don't know. It's different if you did something in self defense or something like that. But
Oh yeah, glastration. Look it up. They'll be all right. I bet you'll cut down all that bullshit everybody doing.
no, I just can't. I have no tolerance for people who do shit that they know. Like, it's one thing to be out there shoplifting, or it's certain things where I'm like, okay, yeah, you did that shit. You shouldn't have done that shit. But it's another thing if you out there hurting people, killing people, assaulting people, just heinous shit. Don't call me. Don't call me.
Really
Me
though.
no speak no English. Me no speak no English. Who the fuck is that?
Now on a whole different topic, because it just popped in my head. Ladies who are heavy chested, well endowed, whatever you want to call it.
Turning heads.
If y'all don't stop
Now we talking about my
wearing
bras.
these
What you
fucking dollar store bras
I know
gonna say?
that's right.
with them
Middle.
oversized titties and a white
I know,
t-shirt.
I know that's right. Dingy t-shirt at that
You
girl.
know why they wearing that shit, girl?
If
You know
you
why they
don't
wearing that
stop
shit?
it,
I gotta make
Got
you
that
look
Walgreens
a hot
t-shirt on.
you look
I gotta
like
make
a
sure my
hot,
shit.
horrible fucking mess. And you sitting there, you know you look bad, and you know that bra ain't supporting shit.
I gotta make sure my shit stand the test of time.
Smell like chicken grease from 1998.
I see.
If y'all
I
don't
wish
stop
I wish
that,
that Karen would. Them things sitting up, okay? That
we
shit.
had pulled up to this we had
Hell
pulled up
no.
to the pharmacy, and I was getting ready to get out, and I'm getting out, and this chick come out the doctor's office with all of that on. I was like,
Smelling
I
like that
wanted to
grease
open
from
the door.
Broncos on 30th.
I, wa- I wanted to open the door and smack that bitch with it.
Bro, what did you
He said
say?
she smelled like Broncos grease.
On 30th.
Oh, the one by the old Metro or the one down
Yep.
Yes,
Leavenworth? Which one?
he
Both
said
of
by
them.
Metro.
Both of them.
Hell
I ain't
no.
been to Broncos in years.
I done been there. I try to go like once or twice a year.
Is it still
Yeah,
good
you
though,
say you
bro,
gotta keep your
Diva?
gas going.
I eat the one on Leavenworth. They
Well,
I,
pretty
that
good.
one is about your best one if you're gonna get down. That's
Unless
right.
you
now,
go to the
I don't
one
want
way
to
out
shade
west.
no. I don't want to shade no local restaurants, but anybody been to Timeout lately?
I ain't
Mm.
been in time out in years with they funky ass. What's going on now?
Well, I don't know.
I ain't
They got
been there
that
since
crack
I
chicken.
ain't been
they
there in a
first opened
while.
back up.
When it opened up with the new people, I've been there like maybe twice, but after that I was like I tried twice and it was just like, but I hear people on Facebook all the time, oh, I'm at time all shit. I'm like, what, why don't I never have a great experience?
I know, right?
But like, what are you eating?
So that's why I asked, have any of y'all been there lately? But I'm
Nope.
gonna tell y'all the truth about this one restaurant, okay? And like I said,
Uh-oh.
I ain't shading time out. It's just, it is what it is. But that place called Shugs
Oh, I
in
love Shug.
Bellevue, let me tell you,
I
bro,
got some hog mouth juice.
when you and your wife come back to Omaha and y'all pay a trip to Omaha, make sure you let me know when y'all here, because I'm gonna
Y'all
take
gotta go
y'all
to
to Shugs.
Shug's.
I'm gonna take
They
y'all
is
to
banging.
Shugs.
I don't
And
eat
I'm
no hog
saying,
mugs in there. I don't eat feral hog
no, they don't
ass.
do the hog ball. They don't do all that type of shit.
Oh,
But
okay,
But
get
it's a
no
nice,
ass.
it's a nice soul food restaurant. They don't do the hog malls and all that. But
black
Some
on.
giraffe ass
they
juice and
black
shit.
on, and when I say black on, I mean young kids, like 23,
Yeah,
20.
they some
So
young
they
dudes.
Oh,
they took
okay. Go
they
ahead.
took over their parents and grandparents' establishment, and
Okay.
And the
I'm talking about
grandma be sitting
young
there.
kids, like college age kids
That's
running
what's up.
shit.
That's
They
what's going on
they
down here.
live
That's
in
what I like to
Omaha.
see.
They live in Omaha. They from Omaha, but
Oh,
because of the fact that it's a lot cheaper in certain areas to have an establishment,
you damn
they
right.
put their establishment in Bellevue. And I'm not. I ain't judging them for that shit. You do what you
Council
what you have to
Tucky.
do. But when I say they food, when I say
Okay.
they
It
food,
slaps
it slaps. It slaps
That's
like
what's
all.
up.
hard.
And I wish they had a location here. I mean, they said they might
I do
expand
too.
soon, so they might be opening up a place here in Omaha soon. But I wish they had a place here because they shit slaps. They
No,
shit put a lot of places here in Omaha to shame.
That's what's
And
up.
it ain't
That's what I like to
expensive.
hear.
I like that. That
It's
it
not
ain't
expensive.
expensive.
It's not expensive.
It sound like because you have certain establishments down here in the country too that's like that. You know, that's not high price. They got certain
Oh,
food menus
it's
that
so
go
good.
in.
No,
You
this
know
is
when you
some
eat the
they
meal.
got some old country family members that done taught
Yes.
them how to cook.
Basically, that's how
Yes, they
you
got some
do it.
old heads, some OGs, some triple OGs
Yeah,
who
that's
But
how
the
taught
you
you
do
grandma
how
it.
to
be sitting
cook.
there too. The grandma, cause like we went one Sunday and the grandma was sitting here, and she sat at the bar at the counter area the whole time.
Just
Yes.
But
chill.
like when we were sitting there, cause our family we had a big old table, and she was coming over and talking to us, and I mean,
Grandma's
It's
hand.
really it's family friendly. The atmosphere, the
right,
food, it's just awesome. It's everything. I can't say anything bad about this restaurant and those young boys who, in the name of their
The young
OGs,
brothers.
they doing the damn thing. And I'm talking about when I
right.
say they like in their early 20s,
That's
mid
what's up.
20s, they doing their damn thing. They
I
really
know
are.
that's right, girl.
And I wanted to come with
They
I wanted
actually
to invite them
they
on
older
a
than that,
mixtape.
Tanya. They older than that, but they just look real
Well,
young.
not
But
the
yeah,
younger. One of them is the same age as Darnisha's, like a few years older than Darnisha's son. So one of them is like in their mid 20s, and I
Okay.
think the other one is like maybe 30, and the other one is like 25 or 24. But they still young. They still young, and they doing the damn thing.
Making me feel bad. I'm knocking on 50, but hey, go ahead.
No, I am too. I am too. But you know
No,
what? When you see young people out here doing their damn thing and they running shit, they respectful. They
but
put
that's
we
how
back.
you
see that
work.
we need to recognize them and give them they props too,
Damn right.
because they deserve it. Because
Damn
they could
right.
be doing all kind of shit out here in the streets,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
instead
Yeah,
they
there,
running a proper business.
there
And
you
that's
go. And
what's
maybe
up.
they might get locations. They might have a Papio. They might have an Omaha. That I can really see them
That's how you do
expanding
it.
beyond Omaha and then hiring people in the community. Giving out jobs and things like that. I can
That's
see
how
that.
you do it.
Yeah.
Get you some trustworthy motherfuckers that you ain't got to worry about in there stealing and shit and trying to figure out what you done. So they can figure out what time you normally come in the restaurant so they can go in there and try to break in and steal. Get some meat because
You better have your shit. Better have your shit.
well, out in the College of Kentucky, you can't fuck
Better.
around. I don't give a damn. If it's old world, old town Bellevue, or new town Council Kentucky,
No,
you can't fuck
no,
It's
around.
bro.
Old Town
No,
Bellevue.
bro. Let me tell you, me and my homegirl. Did I tell y'all this story? Me and my homegirl went out to eat in Bellevue,
No.
and we went to this establishment that said CCWs are welcome. Now most
For
locations
sure.
they have a sign up that says, if they have a sign up at all, it might say no guns
No
allowed.
weapons.
You
Yeah,
know
no
what I'm saying?
weapons allowed. Man,
This restaurant said CCWs are welcome. And
yeah,
I
very
thought, I'm looking at my homegirl like, am I reading this right?
So in
Because
other words,
if
if
we
some
have a
shit go down, they
CCW,
expect you to be blasting motherfuckers too.
damn right.
but
Because
see,
they're gonna cover you.
the thing is, and people with a CCW understand, like, bro, and they neck of the woods, like Deanna and
We ain't gotta
Mississippi,
have
they
it.
don't need no CCW.
Damn
Everybody
right.
got a gun. Everybody can have a gun. But in certain
Right.
areas, like where we are, if you want to walk out your house with your gun, you got to have a CCW. And so most
But they
places,
recommend it though down here for us to have it. So when we do cross them state lines,
right?
we won't have
Because
to worry
you have to have, yeah, because like you can't come from Mississippi to Nebraska with your shit. You have to have a CC. I mean, it's just certain, and I be reading up on all that shit because when I travel out of state, I make sure, okay, the state I'm going to, what kind of gun laws
exactly.
they have. You have to make sure, and I always throw that out there. You have to
Damn
research
right.
the states that you're going to if you're trying to
They
bring
pull
your
your
gun.
ass
You
on,
done been
Your
out of
ass
state
might
since
end
you
up
had
in
your gun?
prison. Your ass might
nigga
end
with
up
a
in prison.
gun.
Have
But
you been out of state since you had your CCW?
have I been out of state? No,
Yeah.
because of the Rona. I haven't been nowhere because
Okay.
of the Rona. I don't think I've been anywhere. Have I been somewhere?
I don't
The
think
funny
so.
part
No,
about
I
it is
haven't been nowhere. But
I
remember, I
had
was going to go to Mississippi because of Deanna's event, but then she canceled it because
Yeah.
of the Rona. But I had looked up my laws I looked up my laws because sometimes you can take a gun legally to a place, but bringing it back into the airport might cause a problem if you don't have a CCW. So you just have to research the states and the laws because every state
Why
has
don't you
different
just
laws.
unload it and leave it in your luggage?
No, you always
it
gonna do
has to be in the
that. You're supposed
container
to do
and
that
checked in at
regardless.
the checkout.
But
It has to be checked in at the front
yeah,
desk
you gotta
in
check
the
it in.
container.
Yep, you gotta check it in as
Yeah.
soon as you go into the airport. You have to go to
Okay.
the little, what is it called, bro? It's like a little,
The
it's
kiosk.
like a little
Yeah.
kiosk. As soon as you walk
Yes,
in,
little check-in
yeah,
kiosk because
you gotta check it in
it
at
has
the
to be in the
kiosk.
container.
They gotta tag it. They gotta
Yep.
put a lock on it. You
With
better
a
make sure you
TSA
have
lock.
a key. You gotta make sure you have a key and lock because they gotta make sure it's locked. There's all kind of shit you
Well,
gotta
yeah,
do.
but I mean that's okay, but still, why wouldn't you do that?
But what I'm saying
driving.
is every state don't allow you to carry a gun.
Try to go to New York with that shit and watch what happens.
You have to make sure where you're going allows you to carry a gun.
Take your ass up to New York driving or trying to fly with
Yeah, because people
and watch what happens.
people think, oh, I got a CCW, I can take my gun anywhere.
Shit.
No, you can't take
They got
your
them
gun
Rockefeller
anywhere.
laws. They got them old draconian like you better have a permit, a license, permission, state trained, sheriff endorsed. Shit, your great grandma better knew somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that was a senator or a governor of New York at one time back in the day.
For example, I was Deanna was like, Deanna wants to come here when we have a get together, Karma Diva, right? So I'm like, Deanna, I was looking at the state laws. I told her this like months ago. I said, we got state laws. I can go to your state with my CCW, but you cannot come here. Because see, down there in Mississippi, they don't require a CCW. They can carry openly. They can walk into Walmart with a gun on their hip where everybody can see. That's how it is down south. But she can't do that when she comes to Nebraska. You see what I'm saying? So
she can't even have a concealed
I
one?
understand every state has their own laws. I get that.
So she can't even have a concealed one?
Nope.
I don't know about the concealed license. They don't even. Because
people, no. They have to honor that. What I'm saying is
that. But see, they state don't require a concealed weapons license.
Right, but it's good to have if you travel because of the fact that other states may recognize your shit, but without that, it's an iffy situation.
Because it's state by state, bro. You can't get a concealed weapons license in a state that don't require a concealed weapons license.
Actually, you can. Down here, it's called an LTC.
Well, from what I read, okay, if
license to carry.
What you need?
You can get one, but it's not. It's not.
But see, I'm reading y'all what the law says. Okay, the law says if you have to go online. First of all, you gotta go online, and you have to enter in the state that you're going to, enter in the state that you're coming from. And they laws might line up with your laws. Like I said, I can go to Mississippi because I can travel with my concealed weapons license. But in Mississippi, they have different type of laws. Mississippi has different laws from Nebraska. You have to have a Nebraska concealed weapons license. Every state ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
I'm legit if I come from Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, but when I get to the state of Nebraska, I gotta have that goddamn LTC.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to have license the Nebraska. That's what I'm saying.
And that's stupid.
You can't have
that's some dumbass shit.
Like it's certain states where you can. I'm telling you, like if you look at the map, map on those states, they show you like different colors of states where you can travel to almost every state with your license, but some of those states can't travel to your state.
Yeah. Illinois, well, you better not get caught.
It's really weird, and that's why a lot of people drive instead of fly. A lot of people prefer to drive instead of flying because they like, fuck that. I'm just have my gun in my trunk. I'm gonna have my gun under my seat. I'm gonna have my gun. I don't want to go through all this with the airport and all that. You know, the airports, the sheriff, or not the sheriff, but what they have in the airport, what's those cops?
Airport security.
They got the freedom fighters. Come on now. Freedom.
TSA. Is that what she talking about? The TSA?
Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Like freedom. Come on, sister.
What's going on, my good people?
Hey,
Is
y'all,
is
I'm
us
going
free?
to
Did you say
Hawaii.
Day? Did you say Day and Craig? Top flight.
Top
Is
flight.
us free? Freedom.
I'm going to Hawaii.
When you going to Hawaii?
We going for Labor Day.
Oh, fuck that. We all going there.
That's
Sislo,
right.
bro.
Yeah.
But it was look. It started
Huh?
out that I was going. It was just gonna be me.
Where y'all
We
going?
wanted to go see
By
because
yourself to Hawaii?
That's my
you
birthday.
you know my
weekend.
brother lives there. My brother's stationed there,
Hell,
and
you
they finna
traveling
have.
out of town by yourself?
Listen. And I was going because their baby is going to be born at the end of July, the beginning of August. So that was the whole plan, was for me to go and see the baby. Well, then my brother's like, well, if you coming, he was like, you might as well bring the kids because this is probably going to be the only time they ever get to go to Hawaii too. I'm like, shit, I'm going to get away from them.
Girl,
And he was like,
you
no,
gotta
bring
make
the
me
kids.
or Sislo take somebody.
So-
That's childish.
That's my
So
birthday
now-
weekend.
So the kids was coming too now. So we was like,
Mhm.
okay, let's change the dates around. It'll be about a month after the baby's born.
That's some niggas.
So we decided on Labor Day. Well, I'm talking to the mister. He was like, well, how about this? How about I pay for your ticket and your brother buy the kids' tickets and we all go? Because he wants me to go. He wants to go to Hawaii with me, but he wants to stop in LA and see his brother on the way back.
So
And I'm
LA
like,
is on the see, I don't know nothing about no Hawaii. So you gotta go to the to LA, you gotta go to California and
to the
transfer.
West Coast, yeah.
Wouldn't
Okay.
be LA without Mexican.
Hey,
Black
hey.
love, brown pride, and the
West Side.
Mexican.
West
You don't know
Side.
nothing about that.
I know about
Shit.
West Side. I know about
You see, I know the lyrics if I just hit it up right after you. Come on
Yeah,
now.
that's the pop. They don't know.
Right.
See.
Listen, I know about West Side.
To live and die in LA.
So what the hell is going on? Soul Sister Nat Turner, Sister Low Evangelist Worldwide Player from the Himalayas. Soul Sister Player from the Himalayas.
What's up, Sislo?
She trying to be all dignified, man.
I'm tired.
Oh no, she tired. Our sister is tired. Girl, you need to go ahead and get you a shot of whatever you drink. Whiskey.
H2O.
Oh, some H2O?
I don't even know all the words. I'm just making up shit.
Oh, so you drinking for Jesus. On some water.
Who's drinking for Jesus? Sislo, you drinking?
Yep, H2O.
Oh, okay.
The hard stuff.
Uh-huh. You drinking the bottle H2O?
She drinking that shine.
Yep. Straight out.
Lord have mercy. Miss Sislo, I need to know what's the tea. I know you know that old boy had his bond denied.
Who?
Nature Boy.
Oh, you talking about okay? So you talking about the brother? You talking about okay? So the brother that was down there butt stroking everybody and got him swooped out, and then he was out there talking about I need your social security number and access to your 401s. And hey man, hold on, man. If you if you got a stroke game that long to where you got my woman, my wife, and all my family, and they all up here talking about you are our leader, and we give you all of our money, and we know you to come in. Oh, nigga, I don't know what the hell, man. What kind of hoodoo you got, nigga? What
Did he say butt stroking?
Yeah, he butt stroking. That's what my granny would say. She's like, yeah, that was a nice way of talking about the people that that like to love on each other. My grandma was the AKA alphabet.
I ain't never heard that before from my grandma.
That's old school. Yeah, butt stroking.
I ain't never heard that from my grandma.
Yeah, my grandma didn't play that. My grandma
I done heard a lot of shit from my grandma.
Shit.
I didn't do
y'all see what I sent y'all the other day in the thing, right?
Yes.
She's messing with that old woman.
Oh, Jesus.
Grandma said, I'm going to knock the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I would beat you up. Leave me alone.
So, Miss Sislo.
Girl, it
Miss
was a
Sislo,
whole
how much was the bond? What is the bond? Like, there's no bond, right?
There is no bond.
Okay.
He don't get no bond. I don't know what, girl. And one of
So
the
what's
things,
the next step? Like, what's his next court date?
probably discovery or something.
Discovery.
Yeah, probably
Oh, Karma Diva.
discovery.
I'm gonna have to
So
go.
is his followers gonna be in the courtroom like the Manson followers were?
No, they getting
Probably, 'cause
stroked by the next savior.
they got some
We
very
need to go
strict
to Atlanta.
guidelines going on right now.
We need to go to Atlanta.
Yeah, they down there for that.
That's where they at now. Is Atlanta?
I need
They
to ask
got-
Tasha K.
He's
Can
in
we stay
the
her
Cobb
stress
County
on that?
jail right now. And when I tell you the sister that they have prosecuting, she ain't gonna play.
Well,
She
I
is not
need
gonna
to.
play. And let me say a couple of things.
Okay, go ahead.
Number one, he's stupid. Number two, his followers are stupider.
Right.
Right.
Number three, I don't know where he got that attorney from, but he's stupid too.
He got Tasha K's attorney.
He got her brother.
TB.
He got her brother.
KB.
He got her attorney's brother.
Timothy Madison.
One of the reasons why he stated
That's childish.
that the man should be bonded out is because he got a toothache.
He got a what?
He has a toothache.
He said he got a toothache.
He gonna say COVID like
Straight
R.
no
Kelly.
chasing, y'all. I ain't even lying.
All the shit.
You said he had a sold
They
in
look.
wig
They
on.
got people in there with cancer
He
who are
had
on
a
hospice.
Even R.
Thank
Kelly said
y'all.
COVID. He gonna say a toothache.
And this nigga said because he got a toothache.
Wait
Oh,
a
he
minute.
They
better
gonna
get.
give him some Tylenol and tell him to take his punk ass back into his
They
room.
No,
gonna
what's gonna happen is
You
Big
better get some Robitussin.
Big Buster gonna knock it out, but Big Buster gonna knock that tooth out. It ain't gonna be with his fist.
They
And
better
he
get
said,
some Robitussin and call them in the morning.
he said to get an appointment with a dentist in here.
He gonna have to get Big
It's
Buster to
months
got
away.
3,000.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
He gonna have to
Wait a
get Big Buster the got treatment.
It takes him. It's gonna take him 2 months to get an appointment with the dentist in the facility.
Oh, they gonna kill him because that abscess is gonna set in. He gonna die from that.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute, hold on.
Ooh, his breath gonna be stinking.
His breath already stinks.
His mouth gonna be hurting, and then that motherfucker.
To the root.
I'm telling you, the last abscess I had gave me a fever of 104.
Yeah, that shit
damn.
will
And
kill
I
you, man.
was, when I say hallucinating, and my
Yeah.
head was
That's
just,
poison.
oh my
Man, it
God.
didn't get to your brain or your heart because if it got to your heart chamber, you was done.
Damn.
No, that's why the very next morning I was at the dentist office before he even opened.
Damn right.
You about to take this tooth out,
Right
something,
now.
but you gonna get this shit out of my mouth.
Today.
And I mean, he shot me up like 4 times with Novocaine.
Damn right.
That shit didn't even help. I was still.
That's because it
feeling
was so bad.
screaming.
Yeah, because it was in your nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Karma Diva
And
said
you know, I
5
already got
o'clock in the
Facebook. I mean,
morning.
you know, I already got fibromyalgia in my face, so that made it worse.
But you got to get it out though. That temporary
Oh
pain.
hell yeah!
Nah,
I
you was
got
like
it.
5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be at the dentist's office? Oh, ain't playing.
Okay, at the dentist moaning.
Hold on, we gotta let sis tell us about the prophet. I mean,
Yeah, please
whatever.
tell us about the prophet and how he can't get out.
Okay, so
What is nasty ass?
the other
That's why he got a toothache. He been eating on some He been eating on some of that dry twat syndrome.
it's the sidebar for me, y'all.
He got a what?
I said it's the sidebar for me.
Oh,
The comments. So anyway, one of the other things that his attorney did, you know how they try to run down a little history and
The
how they say, well, he's been a productive
He been a what?
Don't say
A
it. Don't
productive
say it.
citizen.
Don't say it, Tislo.
He didn't say he was a productive citizen, did he?
Yep.
Girl,
He said he had his mind on Jesus.
Wait a minute.
if you don't stop the world and let me off, because that is some bullshit right there.
You don't have a time. Keep your mind on Jesus.
Mm-mm.
No, you that Jesus ain't got shit to do with this, bro.
He said that he was a productive citizen in society.
Yes, sir. I
Wait
need
a
to go
minute.
join that clan.
Check this out. He has been, or he has kept steady employment. He once owned a barbershop.
Yes, sir. You cut your hair and your
You
work.
want some? You can get trim while you get
He
trim.
had a
Yeah,
barber
you get you some
license,
trim. You go get some trim.
but he sold the business. But he once had a job.
Yes, sir.
Once.
Then he said he has a stable place to live.
Mm.
Come on,
He is
somebody.
1 year into a 2-year lease in
Yes, sir.
in the complex. That was a lie
Praise all.
because they got evicted on the 30th.
The
I was
devil.
gonna say, and they should ask him exactly how do you pay your bills? Where do you get your income?
And another
from?
thing is he ain't been employed forever because he said white supremacy. He don't trust us. He ain't down with the system.
His last job was a whole stripper for men.
A whole stripper and a gay for pay.
I'm telling you, that's where that toothache came from. Somebody
Listen,
he was gawking.
he got a whole video with a finger in the boo boo.
Like I said, yeah,
The white guy got his finger up his butt.
yeah, he's a thumb specialist.
Yeah, the white guy
Where
got his
that video
finger.
at?
The
wanna
guy,
see
the
that
white
video.
guy that was in love with him.
Yeah, he's
Got
a
him,
thumber.
he let him do a sex tape with him.
Where's the video? I want to see the video.
I think you gotta pay for it.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I ain't
Anyway,
You know, with him, you gotta pay for
it's
everything.
true. I'm serious.
No, actually, you can find it. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Trust
I
me.
ain't
Just
paying
when you
for
look.
shit.
Don't, but you tend to lose your whole
I ain't
computer.
paying for shit.
You tend to lose your well, if it's a way you can find it, Tanya.
I believe you, Cisco. I ain't paying for it. I believe you.
Yeah, it's Reddit.
Yeah,
but anyway.
and then when he said that he was he's an upstanding citizen and all this, that, and the other, or what have you.
He had a good job.
So the prosecutor came back and was like, Judge, can I play something for you? Bitch, sit down. Ho, sit down, ho. You ain't nothing. She played some of the tapes of him. Slap that hoe. Slap that nigga. I'm God. I'm God. She said, this is not an upstanding citizen at all. He is a flight risk. As a matter of fact, we got a tip that one of his followers has fled to Mexico to set up camp. So if he is in fact bonded out, his plans are to flee the country.
That's fucked up.
Now, was that the dude who stole the money?
Yep.
Not the second one.
Oh,
but the first one, Solar, yeah.
Yeah, they set him up.
Solar and Pice. Guess what Solar's job has been from Nature Boy all these years?
What?
To go find the next housing location. Whenever they travel, he is the one that he sends ahead to go find the next Airbnb or the next place.
Really?
He has always. Let me tell you something else. If you notice, when he ran off, him and Pice and Musa, they didn't do no videos talking about how disloyal they were and how bad they were, none of that. They didn't do any videos, did they? But when Loyal ran off, he made a video saying that Loyal took the money and
and the laptops and this, that, and the other. So that makes me feel like that holds to be true. That Solar did, in fact, because he kept saying, y'all don't understand. Y'all just don't see the bigger picture. Y'all don't see the bigger picture. He been told me to go off and start my own thing. So it's just time for me to get out here and go find where I need to be, this, that, and the other. But he wants the public to think that he ran off with the money so he could throw off the scent. So when if he had been bonded out, he was going to flee.
So you think the other dude really got the money and is looking for another place?
Oh, no, the other dude do have money. The first one. But he was giving it to him. They gave it to him to go find another place.
You think Solar gave him the money?
No. They gave Solar the money.
Who?
The group. Eligio.
That sound like a growing.
I thought old boy stole all the money.
That sounds like a growing
No,
minute.
the second guy that
That's what
stole
she
that
just said,
$1,800, that's all he stole was $1,800.
Right, but I thought that's so. How much? So okay, what we
No, they had thousands and thousands of dollars, and that's when they said, Solar done ran off with the church's money.
Yeah, because that's what everybody was only talking about. They was talking about $1,800, like that was all they had.
That was the second guy. That was Loyal.
Right, I know.
And he did.
That's what I'm saying, yeah,
he did, and he stole the money, and that's when Drew or Aaron got on there and made the video saying the three guy has been compromised. Loyal is not loyal. He's disloyal. He ran off with our money. He ran off with the laptops and the hard drives.
right.
And he ran off with 3 of our phones. That was the young guy that ran away with the $1,800.
Yeah,
was
the
the second one.
hard
He
drives
was
and
the
all that,
second one to run
So
away.
when he ran off, did he do that? And took all of that? Did he take that as evidence to turn them in?
Could very well. You never know.
So this first nigga, the first
one that everybody
heard about
initially-
his shit. I ain't heard about him till now.
The first one, the first one is the one that everybody said ran off with $200,000. Remember?
Yeah, I never heard that.
What's the name of that ministry?
About that,
Lord,
we talked about that about 2 weeks ago.
You ain't never told us that. You supposed to be keeping us.
Yeah, I did.
Ah, you did.
Roll back that beautiful bean footage.
You
baby.
remember that? Do any of y'all remember that?
It's on there. Trust me.
What's their ministry? I want to go to their ministry.
But anyway, him and Pice and Musa left, and they went to Mexico because they said, "Oh, he went out there with Mente, and he was supposed to be giving Mente 100 part of the money, and he kept in there was buying the rings and the jewelry and the drip and all this and that, and he was out there talking to the women. He was making videos out in Mexico and everything.
Wow.
So he was the one that initially everybody thought ran off with the money, but turns to find out, he went. He got the money, but he went to go out there to set up camp. So he took it to go so that he could have somewhere for everybody to leave and go to. All the other people
secure the location.
Yeah, all the other people in the group left and they did their own thing. So all the other ones, but all the women and crew, they still together.
So all those women still there waiting on nature boy.
That's why they ain't paying no money for no lawyer and all that. Because their thing was get me bonded out, F the lawyer and anything else.
And then get his ass out the country.
Exactly. So now, not only did the prosecutor drop that bomb, but the prosecutor also read a victim statement.
Ooh.
Bro, that victim statement will make you cry.
And
is that from
old girl?
Yes.
That
was from Janae, the one that pressed the rape charge.
Okay.
And she told the story about what he did. Like she told him he wanted to leave. He beat her and told her she wasn't going nowhere. You my property, which he's done that before.
Uh-huh.
to
And
Velvet.
wasn't she really somebody else's property?
No, she wanted to do a solar,
Right. Okay.
but he didn't want. He wouldn't let that happen.
Okay.
So he beat her, and then she said after that he drug her in the room and beat her some more.
Mm-hmm.
And then he began to have sex with her. She told him no, and he still kept doing it. She said her body rejected him, and even when her body rejected him, he flipped her over and continued to penetrate her.
Oh.
And he did that for hours.
Oh, hours.
She said when he fell asleep, she snuck out and ran to the authorities. That's when she did.
Well, I'm glad she had enough sense to leave.
So she said, I'm begging for you all to not only not let him go, but tell him to cease all communications with me because he has his people calling me, trying to persuade me to drop the charges and everything like that. So now, not only is he got that, but he's going to end up getting charged with witness tampering because the prosecutor has the videos, and she said, Your Honor, he called from the jail and his followers recorded it, and it's on there, him in his voice, him talking and telling his followers to call the victim and persuade her to drop the charges. So not only is he a threat to society, he's witness tampering.
When is these dumb motherfuckers gonna realize that every single one of your phone calls, except for the one with your lawyer, is recorded?
Oh, they ain't got to record them because these dummies put them on there themselves.
They did put them on social media. They're stupid.
But wait a minute.
Man, that
not
man.
Only that.
That's the dude. That nigga crazy.
But the prosecutor also told the jail. Also on video talking about how he allowed his son to play with his genitalia.
They played that one?
Oh no, that nigga need to be
I remember that. That was like 5 years ago.
Glastration. Look it up. GLASSTRATION.
Not only did she play that, but she played videotapes of him slapping people and him ordering others to slap each other. Men and women. She played the one where he had the white boy intimidated and told him to get on the floor on your face and say the black man is God.
And I still wonder if that white man is an inside
never know. You never know.
Undercover. I think he is.
Right. Not only that, she played that. She played him walking around saying, I'm God, I'm God. All this and here. So she said he has these people under his authority and they do whatever it is that he said. She said, so he still has a great influence. He's a danger to the public. He's a menace to society. He's a danger to the community. And I mean, she had her stuck down so bad. So the judge was like, well, not only are we going to deny bail, so, bond is denied.
Right.
You are a menace to society. You are a threat. And all this other stuff. He went, baby. I don't know why. And then it did not do them any good. When they thought they was really doing something, talking about 3 guys, this and that, and got on the news, holding up his pictures on banners and all this worship, memorabilia all over the table. We're not talking about he God. We believe that he's God. He's the second coming of Christ and all. That did not help your situation at all. It only showed the impact that he has on you.
On people, you're right.
It only shows the control that he has and the fact that he's still controlling y'all from jail. He made it bad for himself. He's so smart, he's stupid.
Yep.
So needless to say, he'll be sitting there incarcerated from now through his trial and beyond.
Mhm.
And then, not to mention, she talking about he has a past history of domestic violence. He has a violent history. They talked about how he went to court just for some simple charges as driving without a license, but he never showed up for court. He got convicted for failure to appear. That didn't help. Then the fact that when he beat Maisha within an inch of her life, because he almost beat Maisha to death. Then he beat Velvet. And he had all of those men and women circle her in while he beat her in that circle. And nobody stopped him.
Yeah.
And he said he choked her so we had her up in the air choking her. Well, her feet wasn't even touching the ground. She's 5'2". He's 6'4". He had this girl with one hand choking her up. No. And then not only once he leaves Atlanta, he has charges pending in Ohio for domestic violence. So even if they were to be bonded out here, he's not coming home. He's going straight to Ohio. When you have a warrant, when they do, before they let you out, they cross-check everything. They cross-check it. Now, normally they probably wouldn't do a state-to-state cross-check. But with somebody with a violent history like that, and knowing that he has other warrants in another state, they're going to call and say, what do y'all want us to do? Let him go, or y'all going to come and get him? 9 times out of 10, they're going to come from Ohio and get him. And take him back to Ohio and do what they got to do. And then he's going to come back to Atlanta and stand up for those. So he's got charges pending in 2 different states right now. Not to mention the charges that he had. He was convicted in Hawaii. He wasn't just deported. He was convicted. But they let him leave as his form of punishment, and he can't go back. But it's like he shot himself in the foot with this whole thing. And they are all still they're just not getting it. They're just not getting it. So now they got to figure out what they're going to do to keep afloat. Because nobody don't just give you no money just to see y'all. They wanted to see all the foolery. Right. All the buffoonery. So, yeah. Anyway, bail was denied. So it's on to the next. So the next thing will probably be the discovery, which is to see what kind of evidence they got.
They don't have all kind of shit up in there. Ooh, I wish I was down there.
Well, hey.
I need to hit up Tasha K or Michelle ATL and Brown, see if they can let me live in one of their bedrooms for a few weeks. Sure, they both supposed.
I got family in Atlanta though.
They got those nice pads down there.
I got family in Atlanta.
Yeah, we need to take a trip for real. I would love to be down there, boy. This is bigger than the Tasha K shit. I would love to be down there.
Oh, girl.
I'd be like that. What's that YouTuber? What's his name? He got his
Larry Reed.
No, not Larry Reed. What's his name? Hold on, let me think. Byron. He was the one who brings us all the tea from all the big lawsuits and celebrity
the lawyer.
Dennis Byron.
The lawyer?
He's not a lawyer. Dennis Byron. Yes, he's the one who brought us like everything from Tasha K. Like he was there every day, during the trial and everything. He follows a lot of high profile cases in the Black community, celebrities and things.
You talking about Choke No Joke?
No, that's Choke No Joke is the one who kept interrupting his videos.
Oh no.
Yeah, Choke No Joke was okay. Have you seen some of the Dennis Byron videos where Choke No Joke just popped up in his shit? Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? And Dennis was like, look at
Oh
me.
yeah. I know you're talking about.
No, he didn't just jump in my video like that.
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about now.
Yeah, Dennis Byron, he be on that shit.
That dark skin guy.
Yeah, and he works for what's that one website?
I don't remember, but
the big website that talks about everything celebrity. I forgot the name of it right now, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's pretty good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happened to him. Because this boy.
But this fool, I mean,
Lord.
anytime
TMZ,
the Nancy
that's
Grace
who it is.
website mention you,
Oh, TMZ. That's what I was thinking of. He works for TMZ.
oh,
Yeah. But yeah, Carmen Diva had to jump off, so that's why she had to jump off. She sent me a since she had to jump off. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here too. We on 3 hours now, and y'all know how I do when I get around that 3 hour mark. I'll be ready to get up off of here because y'all know I gotta get my baby in the morning, and I'll be spending the whole day with him. So, any last minute words on anything we spoke about?
No, sorry I had to join y'all late. This is my bad.
That's okay. You have to work, child. But is y'all either one of y'all going live tomorrow or this weekend or anytime? Bishop 420 smoke plenty with the Henny.
I probably will.
Sis, we gotta get him back on. We gotta get him back on because he did like one live on YouTube and he ain't been back.
Yeah, I gotta because I'm gonna make the missus and my baby girl make them Mother's Day breakfast, and I'm gonna barbecue for them on the dinner. So they ain't gotta do nothing this weekend, so they be all right.
It is Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to y'all.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day, sis. Where's sis? Is she back there?
I'm here.
She tired.
Okay. Tell her I said Happy Mother's Day, Champagne.
So we've been going all day, trust me.
Yes. Well, I know y'all gonna have some fun. I'm looking forward to Mother's Day, even though it's kind of when you lose a mother. Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, just to keep my spirits up.
Yeah, keep your spirits up, and we got to do that. We got to do that for each other, support each other, and look out for each other, and But yeah, I really do hope you guys, everybody on the panel, everybody who joined us tonight in the chat, have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed, and safe Mother's Day. Whether your mothers are here or not. So yeah, I just want to wish you guys a happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
I love you too. Love you, bro. Love you
too, y'all. Y'all be good.
Yes, y'all be good too.
If I can't go to sleep, I'm gonna do a late night something.
And I might be laying across my bed watching nothing. Just if I see you, I'll tune in and everything. But yeah,
all right,
get off of here and get ready for tomorrow. But I love you guys, and again, everybody who tuned in tonight, make sure you like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. Please and thank you very much, and have a lovely, lovely Mother's Day weekend. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it real.
Keep it.
Yes, keep it.
Free Kales.
Anyway, if we free Kales, we might as well free Nature Boy.
Oh no, leave that nigga up in there. Praise white Jesus.
Anyway, let me show y'all my shirt. I love my shirt. Yes, I wish Karen would. I wish Karen would. No,
I know, right?
All right.
All right, y'all be good.
Good night.
All right, y'all. Peace and love.
All right, peace and love.